was better there. Let's get Chatterino open. Chatterino. Let's get Dashboard open. Stream Manager. Hey Berserker, welcome in. How's it going tonight? What does this say? Oh, it's not that. Recruit? I don't know what the frick my commands are. Nightbot. I want to pin this. I had one of our members say that they want to retire, so now I'm kind of starting to get out there and hunt for some people. I did recruiting. Recruiting. There we go. Yeah, recruiting ain't fun. It is what it is, though. You gotta do it. You gotta keep it going. But I mean, I think overall we're all having fun. It's just some people didn't like some of the stuff that went on, so I don't blame them. So it's all good. You know, not everybody liked Blue Marvel or what happened with him or you know, some of that kind of jazz. Also, you know, some weird, you know, we've had some things go on recently, you know, 18 characters all at the same time, which is a little bit of an overstatement, but not really. You know? I want to get it in my title. Pin this. That's fine. Okay. Got that part rolling. What else do we need to do? I got stuff to do in game. I really haven't done anything. No, we're NWO drop bears. We sit pretty high. Where's our alliance? I think we're middle of 100 right now for the alliance leaderboard, but that's because we do our alliance thing so much later than everybody else. We're 47. So, I mean, we're right there. We're in the mix of everybody. Right above the dorks. So, we kind of rock and roll. I would say our alliance is very laid back. We are very minimalistic as far as our expectations. Our goal is to just get max rewards, play the game kind of thing. Nothing crazy, right? We try to get max rewards in PvE. PvP, we kind of just expect everybody to play, and that kind of is about the end of the list. You know, play decently. Enjoy the game. You know, it's pretty hard to not engage in content these days, so expect everybody to play in content, you know? Go do the Blastar trial. Stuff like that. You know, it's hard to skip stuff, right? So nothing crazy. You know, we are Mark. You know, and I'll even show you guys. We're gonna go in and do some some war tonight. We barely talk to. If someone asks a question, we'll answer it. But you know, as far as like somebody being war captain and that kind of stuff, we don't do it. We don't really engage in it. I'm as close as you get to it. And I marked 2 rooms. They're clearing them. They're working on them. Somebody was dealing with this because I'm guessing nobody was on. It's not a big deal. We rammed down the middle. We cleared armory. We're now working on cargo and security. Nothing crazy, right? Um, I'm as close as we probably get to like setting defenses and things like that, and we do some of that kind of jazz, but nothing crazy. I'm probably the closest thing to doing like some craziness, and nobody's boosted anything. That's not a big deal. Boosts don't do anything, so whatever. I actually forgot to buy most of my boosts because they moved them locations, so it is what it is. So we got some of that jazz going on. I'm gonna try to do my attacks here in a little bit once we kind of get settled in a little bit, and we'll kind of go through this stuff, try to knock out some rooms. We did pick up we did go the 3-0 yesterday, so that was nice. We managed to get the 3-0 in Crucible, so nice. We're trying to just get some stuff done. Got the GM promotion. Woot woot. That's always nice. So that helps. Back in GM, middle of top 100. But, the guy retiring's, he's a good guy. He wants to step down, but he's top 100 in Crucible too. It sucks to see people like that want to retire. They play the game at a good level. So it always hurts losing those kind of guys. Hopefully, and he's, things chill out and I'll be back. But you never know. I'm one of those guys. I've quit 3 times, and here I am playing again. So, it is what it is. All good. Nice. Congratulations. Welcome back to Masters 3. Now you gotta come chase me. Oh, I think I'm middle. I'm in the top 100 again, so that's good. I feel pretty good being there. Being much higher than that, I don't want to be. I'm right next to Old Timey. I wonder if we'll get matched. I've versed Old Timey in the past, so I don't think our MMR is that far off. So it's possible that Old Timey and I might see a rematch again. So that'll be interesting. What do you got going on? Strike pass. Open some orbs. Knock some of this stuff out. Oh, we got a Quasar trial we can play? Okay. I don't need Quasar trial, but I'll do some stuff for some stuff. There's nothing in there, I don't think, right? It's just free stuff, right? We like free stuff. That's nice free stuff. We definitely could use G20 pieces, so that doesn't suck. I think I mostly have done the Hertz stuff today. I might let this reset. I don't know. I have cores, so we're gonna use them. I haven't decided what I'm doing with my cores yet today. I'm falling out of the Blastar leaderboard pretty heavily, but I haven't really spent any money, and I really don't want to spend money. So I might just dump all my cores in here. I haven't really decided, but I'm kind of waiting as long as I can, because I don't really need it to get more expensive because people are trying to hold their space. Because I know there's people doing that right now. They want to hold their space for like top 1,000, top 1,500, because that's like a good break point for working towards Blue Marvel, especially the people that didn't unlock them this week. I've heard a lot of people say that, and I'm sitting just outside that mark, which is kind of where I want to be too, even though I already have them. I'd like to be in this bracket somewhere, one of these two. I don't really care which. I want to try to get 2 diamond. I I think. I'm not upset getting 1 diamond. I don't think it makes a difference because he's an offense character. There's not many situations where I think you lose having a 1 diamond versus a 2 diamond, right? Not really. So I would feel differently if it was a defense character. You want 2 diamond, but I don't have blue marble. Yeah. But you also are getting stuff for him too. There's some value there for you also. So that's where I'd like to be. Top 250 is too expensive. Honestly, this is too expensive too, but it is what it is. I don't know. I was kind of thinking about Blastar a little bit today, and Thunderstrike for that matter. I kind of don't see a world where we ever use Blastar and Thunderstrike together. It's so bad. It's such a weird situation. I'm wondering if Sentry changes our mindset on that, because Sentry is a very good character, and he does some things that's going to shut down Blastar. I'm wondering if we're going to change our mind then. Oh, we get Hellcat this week. Nice. Log in for 7 days. Okay. That's not enough to give me 6 Hellcat. That's annoying. Why did I not collect this? This is the worst thing. I have to do this on my phone usually. We'll try resetting and opening and doing it again. See if that fixes it. I may have to do that on my phone. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's gonna let me collect that, and then it'll solve that problem. That one never collects well on the emulator, and I don't really know why. The other option I have is I can force it to open on the web client, which you guys might have to just hold on for a minute if that doesn't work, and we might do that. I've already collected my rewards on the web. I usually don't use the web client because the sound doesn't work, and I like the Marvel sound to at least be in the game while we are because I haven't really figured out a better solution for background noise yet. Still, one of the things I'd like to get upgraded on the stream. So that's kind of been like a breaking point of using the web client for me. Let's see what happens now. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to try and collect it on the web client. We're going to crash the game for a second. Bear with me. It's going to log me out. So we'll leave that there for a second. And I also might play some Clash of Clans while if there's not war attacks to do, I might just have that open for a little while, because I have been playing that game for quite a bit recently, and it's been a lot of fun. So I might do a little bit of that tonight too. We'll see. We'll see how things go. We'll see how everybody's feeling, if people are like hanging out. We'll just kind of play it by ear. I'm definitely staying in the Marvel Strike Force category. And we'll just see how long we play. I want to play that for a little while though. That's been like my side game. While this is loading, I'm going to pop this open for just a second. Oh, maybe I'm not popping it open. It must have updated and doesn't like me. Let's see what happens if I click that. Just kidding. I have to play. It's too smart for me right now, so it doesn't want to let me do that. We won't pop that open for you guys. All of these games have like, if your device doesn't match, they all freak out for unnecessary reasons. Okay, so it did collect for me, it looks like. It just didn't register that it collected. All right, we're good to go. Coming back in. We're coming back, guys. So how's everybody else's night going? Has anybody had anything fun going on in Marvel Strike Force? How's the new raids treating you? Getting through them decently? Are you going for 100%? Are you not? You know, what kind of jazz you guys got going on? If you sim sack with 3 Immortal Blade and Oath, you just have to sim full Night Stalker. Nice. That was my next thing I wanted to test Great Berserker, so I like hearing that because that's less revives, right? So now you're only using 100 cores a day instead of 250. I like that. That was what I wanted to try next. I tried doing what my one alliance mate. So this is popping up still, but it didn't show up on the web client. That's so weird. 2 heals. That's pretty good. I think that's a visual bug. We'll leave it alone. So that's what I wanted to try. Not today, I already did it, but maybe tomorrow, and see if that works. Because yeah, we're just trying to find ways to like eliminate some cores if we can. Which I will share that with my alliance if that works too. This still has stuff in here, but it has no rewards, right? But we still kind of collect it anyways, just in case. Because, you know, we've had times where they put something in and it switched the currency. It's still worth collecting the orbs just in case. You know, some of that kind of jazz, because, you know, we're asking for punishment. I'm back over 100 million gold. That's nice. We need to spend some energy. We spend it on golden training mats because that's what we do. Anyone know what happened to Hood, by the way? Did Hood go to... Is Hood in the diamond store? Or is Hood just MIA right now? I saw he's not in the new store, right? He didn't move into the Thunderstrike store? Whatever they call that store? But it looked like he was MIA. I was looking for him earlier. Because he's the accursed member I'm currently missing. Scorpion, sure. Purple 4, whatever. This red dot's gonna drive me nuts, but it is what it is. What is this stuff? Done. Oh, bang for your bucks in game now? That's an OCD nightmare, but okay. You don't know how many times I'm gonna click on bang for your buck now because it shows 0 progress. It's gonna be an OCD nightmare. So yeah, Franklin's here, but it didn't look like Hood moved where he was supposed to. So what happens if I click on... So Azazel's not anywhere yet, right? He's part of the other team. What if we click on Helverine? What does he say? I have a 3-diamond Helverine, but I think it still says, right? I think. There's Hood. Where's Helverine? There's Helverine. Supplies versus basics. So what happens if I click on somebody that's supposed to have a diamond available? Like Howard the Duck. Supplies. Character shards. So it doesn't say. Which I went to click on Hood, and it didn't say either. I just wasn't sure. Character shards, character shards. It doesn't say diamonds. And I'm not sure if he moved or not. I think I refreshed twice looking for him, but I didn't see him. Doesn't mean he's not here, but it didn't tell me that he was. I'm also not really buying characters right now. I don't know who they're going to upgrade next. I feel really lost on the next reworks. I have suspicion that she could be getting a rework here in the very near future, along with him. I feel like we might get a Guardians of the Galaxy team here very soon. That's kind of my, like, it's either Guardians of the Galaxy or it's going to be Asgardian. Or is, like, what I'm expecting here in the very near future. I'm expecting Guardians of the Galaxy a little bit more, because Asgardian is too many Mystic, and we've printed a lot of Mystic recently. That's not saying they won't, because they have done that. But Guardians of the Galaxy fits it a little bit better. Also, Angela fits into both of those teams. And I think Angela's coming to the game. That's my theory. It's just a matter of when are we getting her. I think Angela is like a guarantee. What's the next Marvel movie released? Doctor Doom. I believe, right? Doctor Doom's coming. There's a couple TV shows coming, but I think Doctor Doom's our next movie, right? Next Marvel movie. Ironheart is scheduled for June 24th of 2025. Ironheart has an actual movie? I thought she only had a TV show. Fantastic Four First Steps, Eyes of Wakanda. Oh, Ironheart already happened. Why is it so old? Wonder Man, December 2025, date TBD. That's a TV show, though. Doomsday. Yeah, it's Doomsday. It's Doomsday, then Spider-Man. I think we get some stuff before then, though. I do think Doomsday is going to be big, and I honestly think they might do 2 teams for Doomsday, because I think Doomsday has that many characters in it. Yeah, it's an Avengers style movie, right? There's multiple teams that are going to be kind of important. Um, the way they've set up Doomsday is there's going to be an X-Men like team that's going to try to save the universe. They've also going to have like an Avengers style team that's going to try to save the universe, and I think there's going to be 2 Avengers teams, and then the Fantastic Four. It's setting up for the Battle World, right? Where Doom wins. Going to be similar to like Infinity War, and I hope I'm not ruining the movie for you guys. It's gonna be similar to Infinity War, where they kind of have like lose first before they win, is what's gonna kind of happen. So I'm fully kind of expecting them to kind of really lean into it. Yeah, there's more Eternals planned. We don't know when, but they're planned. I would expect that it's not Q1, Q2 was what I would expect. Q1, Q2 I expect to be kind of loaded, right? Maybe Q1, but Q1 feels super early. 2099 movie, on the other hand, or 2099 team that they talked about. Hint, hint, there's a Spider-Man movie coming out. Could very well come out during that Spider-Man movie time. Just some food for thought. I could totally see them doing that. So, I could totally see us picking up 2099 Spider-Man and putting him on a 2099 team at the same time we do a Spider-Man movie, or very similar when we're building some hype for some Spider-Man movie. I could totally see them doing that. Also, very good kit, so very excited when they actually do decide to make this character not suck. Because this guy's kit is very good, very, very good, right? On spawn, he gets speed up, which, they can open that tag up. On turn, he flips stuff. He gains a bajillion focus for clearing positive effects. He lowers damage reduction with bleeds. He's got drain, he's got focus, he's got resistance, which they probably kill half that stuff, but that's okay. He does anti-death proof mechanics. He's got slow out there, fill speed bar. This character is very good. He's got extension mechanics. He's got more extension mechanics on his basic, which means he's a good striker. I can see them making this character good, which is why I also took him to 105. Because we still use him a little bit today. Not a lot, but a little bit. A little bit more so a couple months ago, but when they said that, I was like, oop, let's bump that character up. We're going to use him eventually anyways. I think we're done in here. Do my alliance mates finish? So they haven't done. I don't have enough energy. We'll wait on that. They're working on this stuff. I think we're done with here, right? Blastar. 1675. I'm done with the raid mechanics, so I'm not getting any more points other than what we get on the leaderboards and my core spend. So I should stop seeing this number fall quite so rapidly, which will give me a better idea of where I have to be if I want to play, which is good. That's a good problem to have. So now let's go play in this thing, see what we can do to make some stuff happen. They're working through our cargo now. Yeah, there's a new. They're not reworking Magneto. They are making a new Magneto, right? Because Magneto won with Phoenix Force, and I can tell you right now, new Magneto probably stops speed bar and speed stat and speed up, and all of these mechanics that are currently making Phoenix Force dead, because of Blastar, right? The Magneto's joining this club, and so we probably don't get an old Magneto rework ever. At least not this year. I highly doubt it. Magneto's going to stay very dead. I honestly would even take the secondary bet of saying that none of the villains in the X-Men universe are going to see play this year. I would say that the X-Men universe is going to be very hero-centric because of the Doom movie, if I was to guess. If I was a guessing person, I'm going to say that these are the characters we're going to see reworks. And if you're going to rework characters and make them playable, I think Magic's in that list. Psylocke a little bit, maybe less. I think Iceman and Magic are the two big ones that scream at me. Maybe Cyclops, but just because Cyclops is iconic, but Cyclops' freaking kit sucks. And that's always my problem with when they pick these characters. Gambit could get a rework. He's already been called out as in the movie. They're bringing back the old actor that did him, and the same one that did it in the Wolverine movie, the Wolverine and Deadpool movie. Wolverine I think is also called out in that movie. But as far as MSF and reworking, because MSF never follows perfectly, right? It follows adjacent. That's kind of how they like to operate. They don't always pick the right character. They don't always pick the most hyped character either. Beast is kind of in that mix. Beast has already been shown that he has a new guy playing him. He's in the new movie. Yeah, they gave us Sunspot Diamonds a while back. That's an interesting call out. This guy's kit doesn't suck. He has never had a bad kit. He's just he's slow, right? But he does give damage. He does some stuff. He gives a lot of damage, by the way. A lot of damage, a lot of bleeds, a lot of charge mechanics. I could see him playing, but I feel like he's going to feel a little old if we did him. These are the two that scream at me as far as being really good. Because you rework Magic, you know what Magic does? Magic plays with Phoenix. Also plays with Phoenix Force. I could very well see a new Magic being very relevant. Also, Magic's kit doesn't suck. She gives Drain and armor. She summons extra Phoenix, which also summons extra Omega Red Phoenix Force. Iceman's kit is no joke either. Iceman's kit reduces armor, and he has out-of-turn pings and slow. Iceman is also a very iconic character, and very out of the meta. So one thing I kind of scream when we do reworks, they need to be old, right? They need to feel old. No one built them. They need to be about this age, right? They need to be in you didn't take them past G15. G16 maybe. When you start talking newer meta things like G19, I don't think they pick them. I think they're too new. Because they want you to spend resources, and you don't spend resources by upgrading Sunspot, right? You probably have him somewhere close to where I do, because he's been relevant enough. I don't have him completely maxed, but I mean, this isn't very much of a resource dump, right? 9 million gold, a little bit of training mats. That's a pretty cheap character. Versus you take Iceman, 25 million gold, basically a full half a character's worth of training mats. I'm feeling a lot more tapped upgrading him, right? And when you start taking characters like this, then it's feeling more normal because that's kind of what the economy is based on. When you start taking these characters, all of a sudden people are building surpluses again, and that's what they don't want, right? That's when it feels bad for them. So, some food for thought there. So, I do think that we are pretty safe to say we will not see Brotherhood characters this year. I don't think we're gonna see any of these guys. I wish we did, because these are cool characters, right? I don't think we'll. I could see us seeing Mystique as an X-Men, but she'd be a new character. Sabretooth, Toad, Pyro, Blob. Nah, no way. We're never seeing them. Well, you know who we're also never seeing? The Marauder team. We're never seeing that team either. We aren't gonna see any of these guys either. Mr. Sinister, never happening. Strife, never happening. Strife we could see eventually play, but it's not in this era. And we really haven't seen that many more X-Men like villains. It's kind of interesting, you know? Everyone seemed to also think we might get a 97 team eventually, which I could see them doing a 97 team, but it might be a minute. And I'm down for a 97 team. I think that'd be fun. But Guardians, this is where my bet is. It's in the Guardian characters and the Asgardian characters. These are the characters I think are getting reworked. Because look how many old characters we have in here, guys. They haven't touched any of them in forever. The closest thing to like recent characters outside of these top 5 is Infinity War Thor and Vol, right? Infinity War Thor has a really good kit. I also think they want to revive a Thor. Also, Infinity War Thor fits way better into current Thor movies than it does right now, because he's the axe wielder, right? He's got Stormbreaker. I could see this guy getting a rework more so than old Thor, than this one, because this one's just not very movie relevant right now. I think we eventually get Rune King Thor to the game, but I think he's going to be a mythic character or an epic character, whatever they want to call it, right? I think we get Rune King Thor sooner than rather than later. Um, but I think Infinity War Thor is coming. I think a rework for him could potentially be very soon. Um, the other Asgardians I think we see a reworks for probably in the near future is Valkyrie and Sif. I think they get reworked. Or Lady Thor. She's not bad either. I think they're gonna pick some of these more recent hero Asgardians. And as far as the actual characters that I think could get a rework, I think it's Gamora. I don't think Mantis Drax could. Drax has an okay kit. He's very generic and he's easy to buff. I could see them doing Drax, but I'm less thinking they will. Because they stole Rocket and Groot from the Asgardians, it's gonna be a weird Asgardians, right? That's kind of where I'm at with it, and I think the best character that they could take is this character right here. Everybody kind of loved this character when she was relevant. Um, I also think they could take Adam Warlock, because he kind of fits the bill right now, like Gamora, Adam Warlock, and then bring 3 new Asgardian or Guardian characters to it. Very relevant, depending on how they go about it. Beta Ray Bill also kind of fits the mark of something that they could take. He's a very good character still. Star Lord's iconic, but Star Lord fits the bill of iconic characters wanting to get buffed. I could see them doing him, right? But his kit stinks. I'd be curious to see what they do to him if it's not a full rework. I don't think they take Annihilation. I think no one really likes this character or liked him at all, and his kit's not near as nice as normal Star Lord. So I don't think they'll ever pick him. I think he's a dead character. Same with Heimdall and Mantis. I think they're dead characters. Loki Teen, probably a dead character. Loki himself is a problem character. Probably never gets buffed. Sylvie, I could see them buffing, but not a very relevant character. Nebula, I don't know. She feels old. She's kind of got an old model. She's kind of not a great kit. Could work. Could get buffed. Not going to guarantee it, though. If I'm picking people, it's Sif, Mighty Valkyrie, Valkyrie, Infinity War, Thor. Those are the ones I think are getting buffed. Gamora. Those are my top 5. And I do think it could be 2 teams. I just think that we're due for Guardians to be a real tag again, and as Guardians to be a real tag again. Because really, we only have 2, right? That are relevant. These 2. Everybody else here is not really that relevant. Rocket and Groot are okay. Hella, I guess there's 5 right now. There's some relevance in other teams, a little bit. A little bit. We'll call it a little bit. Let's go do some war. Oh, yeah. I mean, just some new stats would go a long ways on some of those characters. Like Valkyrie's very playable, right? Her kit doesn't suck. She on turn heals. She gives them damage. She had a 50% chance to apply all this crap, which was very strong, by the way. She full healed characters. She had crit chance. She gave them on spawn offense down. Yeah. SG immunity on death. SG. Who's SG? I don't remember who SG is. Oh, Safeguard. Okay, good call. Yeah, Safeguard on death. Yeah, very, very good kit. And I think that's what they're gonna pull. Is you got to pull some of these very good kit characters, or at least okay kit characters, because when you buff them, they need to be okay. Otherwise, you got to rework the character. You're good. I couldn't figure out. I'm like, what character's SG? I don't know that one. Um, I think Sif also kind of in that mix because she was a tank. She's a tank with block chance, defense up, deflect. She gave on spawn immunity. When someone drops low, she taunts. I think she fits the bill of being a character that potentially sees play. Also, she had a skin. I think it was this one, right? No, it's this one. I don't have the skin. I wish I did. She has a skin, which is pretty decent, which makes her feel new. Also, I think her model's pretty cool. Same thing with Valkyrie, right? They put effort in giving Valkyrie a skin. You know, this was her original, and then she's got the movie skin. So, I think they're very relevant characters. SG could have been Squirrel Girl. Well, we try not to think about Squirrel Girl. That's not a character that we like in this channel. I hate that character. I've never been a fan. And I know it drives Dorky mad when I tell him that Squirrel Girl shouldn't have won that vote. So yeah, I very much think that we're getting some Asgardians soon. I just think that, and here's my reasoning really why, is we have followed very closely with Marvel Rivals so far, right? And we have not gotten Angela. Marvel Rivals got Angela. Otherwise, we are like on pace and rivaling Marvel Rivals on the releases, basically. And I think we get Angela. I just think we're behind on Angela because we had other things to work on. I just don't think they've figured out how they want to put Angela in the game yet. Because Angela is a good character. She's a very unique character too. Angela also fits into several teams, which is where I think they want to put her. I don't think they want her being a plug and play character. They want her to be a team character. So they're just not ready to do her yet. So we got Lords of Void, 2060. That's a really high alliance for us to get. Interesting. What do we got going on? Who is this? Is this Scotty from that hangs out with Dorky? Or is this a different Scotty? I thought he had a different icon. There he is. What do we got going on over here? What are people stuck on? Brimstone? Purple 5 Brimstone? Annoying. I had a solution for Brimstone that wasn't for purple 5. I can deal with that one. I might do it for him. But I think it's just sacking in the Vigilante. So I guess we'll clear this, because I know I can't kill this without, or I wait and do this one at the end, in case we find one in the cargo first, because I'd rather kill the cargo one before over killing the security one. Did they change the rules this week, by the way, guys? Did they put the Undying rules back in, or did they go back to normal? Dorky Scotties and Outlaws? I thought he had 2 accounts, but I could be wrong. Oh, they did. It's back to offense down and defense down. They fixed it. Interesting. Is he still in the top 100 in Crucible? Let's find out. Because he had a Storm icon. Yeah, he's right there. Oh, he's in Outlaws. He's in Universal Outlaws. So that must be a different Scotty. I also thought he had 2 accounts at one point, so I don't know. I'm sorry. Ads stink. I'll kind of wait. I'm not ready to attack anyway, so you're good. We got another one here. This one's got Xavier in it. That's an interesting conversation on this one, because this one I can technically use Emma to slow, which I don't remember if I have Emma on defense or not. I think she's available. Right? Yes, I have Emma available. Okay. Can Astral do that? I think they can. Let me know in your back room, boy. I'm not gonna leave you in ad world. I'll wait for you guys to get to interact. Cargo people are attacking. F4. I don't know what I have for F4. Big F4. Everybody's put... All of war's gotten bigger, by the way, to this week. If you start looking, everybody's purple 4 and 5. A lot of people have equipped their stuff. Which I don't blame them. It makes sense. I can definitely kill this. I think I can kill this one too. I kind of want to try to kill this one before I do anything. It's pretty small. I think we're going to try to just one-tap it instead of two-tapping it. It's not armory buffed. It is cargo buffed. Would like to do it after cargo's gone, if we can. Is probably what I'd like to do. More freaking junk. I have no APOC available. I might have my Nightcrawler. I think my Nightcrawler's defense too. I think I have nothing, but I have none of the Emma stops right now, I think. I have just Emma, which I probably need her. I'm leaning towards double Emma Astral. Double Emma Astral probably gets through this, if I'm being honest. What am I doing about this? Are we trying to kill this? I really don't need to kill Bridge right now. Let's go kill Cargo. This is an easy kill. It's honestly an overkill for me. This is annoying. This is speed stat, speed bar, speed, it's everything. Speed up. This is speed up. Though his big time's in this room, so technically I can play my Sinister 6 into this. No, we're not versing Outlaws. This is TSF Void something or another. Lords of Void. I don't know where Outlaws plays. I don't think we ever see them. Even this is like kind of a high for us. We generally float between like 1850 and like 1950. There's Zone 2. Yeah, there's a lot of people in Zone 2. Zone 2 doesn't fit well for our schedules, so we hang out in Zone 1. Which, I mean, we're not super serious. We have members that play in all mix of the world. So we have people that like, as you can see, we kind of trickled on. You know, we cleared 2 rooms, almost cleared another, murdered this one, and everybody's kind of MIA at this point. So that's pretty normal for us. You move between Zone 2 and 4. That's fair. Now, who are you with again, Room Boy? Are you with King Sheets? I don't remember where you are. I apologize. And that might have been, if that was an offense, I apologize. Oh, you're with Rest in Peace. Okay. Oh, you're with Scrubs. Okay. Fair enough. I see all these guys, all your guys' names, but I just never remember where everybody is. So I'm terrible. I know names better than I know alliances. I don't want to deal with that. These two I can probably deal with. I want to definitely kill this one down here, but I want to not overuse. Can Sinister Six go into this? I think they can. We got 2 fast characters. We'll get speed up. We do have an annoying Black Knight, but I don't think we care. Everything's diamond out their butt, which is annoying. My Sinister Six isn't that big, though, which makes me not want to take that matchup. Who do I have from Insidious? I think my Insidious is mostly on defense. Yeah, they're all on defense. Just kidding. Except Vulture. Which is the problem. Do I want to deal with it with a different mechanic? Technically, she can deal with it, right? She's not that important of a character. Let's go read her kit. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing good Rest in Peace for a minute. I was like, oh, interesting. You know, I scroll how I see people move is half the time just from the top 100 Crucible, just because we scroll it and look, because I think it's interesting. Her. This is the character I want to look at. She clears charge. She doesn't get extra focus for it, but I think she does that anyways. I don't think she gives a crap about resistance too much. I'm not 100% certain about that part. I think she can clear Black Knight. If she clears Black Knight, what do I do then? Or am I taking Undying into that the F4 Mephisto? I might be taking Undying in that F4 Mephisto and just dealing with it that way and helping them out there. I can basically clear that entire bridge room and open up down here, but again, I'd rather clear cargo than do that. F4 Mephisto. It's all 4s for the most part, 3s. That's a pretty easy kill. I mean, that feels safe. Why don't they do that? This can definitely do it. Or do I want to save it? I really need to find out. I need to find cargo. What's in here before I commit my big teams to it. What do I use into some of this stuff? North Star. We've got speed stat. We got speed block. some tanks. This can deal with it, but that's overkill. This might be able to go into it and be okay. No, because it's got Rachel. That's a bad plan. OML can play into it. Do I even want to commit that kind of stuff? Do I want to commit OML? I don't really want to commit OML to that. We have Super Scroll and Bozos over here with a Blast Star. What do I have that's cheap? I want to use cheap teams, and it's always the fun part of I don't want to use anything big until I know what's here, which is always the hardest part of like setting up. Which I always know, you know, they're hiding their big in the back. It's cargo. Like, why wouldn't they? It makes the most sense in the world. No one's fast here. Mighty completely shuts it down. Why am I not using Mighty here? Is Mighty fine? Mighty's kind of fine. Unless I want to commit something else. Mighty's kind of fine. This is also kind of fine. It makes Super Scroll kind of go vroom, though. Mighty's fine. Let's just commit this. That gets rid of this crap. Stop the speed bar from Super Scroll, just murder everything else. More than reasonable. Go away, Blastar. No one gives a crap what you do. You want to go next? Frickin' jerk. It's going anyways. We're gonna get speed bar in a second though, we'll be fine. Speed bar. Jerk. Broom. Get out of my face. She's a striker, she can hit. Get out of here before you ruin my day. Didn't kill anybody, but it'll be fine. Everybody's in stealth. Blastar's kind of hanging out. Go away, Blastar. Get out of here, team. Thank you. Mighty Avengers stink. Maybe Mighty Avengers will be okay once they get their new toy, but I do not like this team. I don't even want a G20 it. I do think they're going to be pretty good with their new toy, though. Their new toy is going to stun just after Falcon's turn, which is kind of a big deal, because that's kind of when they, like, fall off for like, getting their second turn, if they don't get enough speed bar. I also think that Undying can play into that very easily. It's less good because of CGR, but I'm pretty certain they stop. I think they stop CGR, don't they? I'm pretty certain one of them stops the CGR effect. I could be wrong. Which maybe means I want to Undying this over F4 or going into the Mephisto one. Do you do it? No. Is it Juggernaut? Pseudo, not really. You don't do it, right? You're just speed stuff. Nope. You don't do it. And you don't do it. I'm just gonna make stuff up. I don't think I'm scared taking him into CGR, but it's not ideal. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in, Rise with the Fallen Ones. How's it going tonight? Yeah, I'm a stupid spender. I'm over here reading kits because I don't want to lose. So, I don't know. What do I want to do? Don't have CGR effect counters. Do have an astral team, but probably doesn't work because of Odin. They're not so. What are you doing, Rimboy? We were just talking about that earlier. So, Great Berserker saying, yeah, great. I think it should too. I'm pretty certain it does. This is also 5s across the board, so which means I'm probably smashing it anyways. Great Berserker was saying that you can take in the 3 new characters, the Iron Fist Bozos, plus Blade and Oath, right? And go in there, take your sack, only revive Blade and Oath, and then use your normal Night Stalker team, and then you get it done. It only costs you 100 cores. I was gonna try that today, and I didn't get around to it yet. So if that works, that's only 100 cores a day instead of having to spend 250, and then you go in with your normal Night Stalker team on the second node. So it costs you 1 extra attack and 100 cores, but gets you Thunderstrike charge early. That's kind of worth. Yeah, I think I'm sending Undying at this. I don't see why I'm not. I think I'm more interested in killing this one than I am killing the Mephisto one. Do we want to switch my Hela? My Hela's healer from Crucible. I don't think I care. Raider, Striker. She takes forever to take a turn. Healer gives Greg more HP. Good enough. Let's send it. Yeah, I don't think they will either. I think that they're gonna get freaking murdered. Because this team is stupid good. It's kind of been like my F4 solution for a minute now. Because Franklin's gonna do Franklin things here in a second. Smash! Resist, but we don't care. We'll eventually get to do damage. Right? More smash. Lock in our stuff, but it's not gonna matter. Franklin's gonna make it go away. Smash! Man, you don't do any damage. We might regret this, but we'll see. We're still stuck on the tank. Let's not use her ult because it doesn't freaking do anything, because we have not landed a debuff yet. Okay, Odin's doing Odin things. But we blocked it because of Undying effect. We should bounce this off. We do. Now we can smash because Odin's taking a turn. Get murdered. Murdered, dude. Get out of my face. We don't like you. Ow. Oh my god, ow. This might be what this is intended to do. Get out of here, Odin. You're the scary character. Oh, or just kidding. You don't take any damage. I guess we'll hit him. Working on making him dead at least, so then we just have to deal with Odin. That almost killed me, by the way. A little scary. Invisible Woman hurts. Ow! It's not near as bad as Purple 5 Invisible Woman, though. We got this. We got 1,800 heals. He didn't get his battlefield effect up. We can kill him now. Get in there, Jug. Jug does damage. I feel like that was a little brute force, but we got there. CGR kind of stopped him a little bit. We kind of knew that was going to happen, though. So. You redact your previous statement. Are you saying that you might have been wrong? If my purple 5 Undying team wasn't as big as it was, it might have died. Oh, it's okay. We got there. Why is there Xavier with Kahori? Anyone want to explain that one to me? That seems wrong. Uh, I know Miss Marvel's pretty good there, but why is Kahori here? Not free-to-play friendly. Fair. We have a dorm with this stuff. Interesting. Do I have an answer to Xavier Null without using pieces I really don't want to use? Quasar is pretty good, but Quasar also has to play against some of this crap. Quasar can do it. We have Quasar. We need stuns after Quasar, ideally, but I don't think I have any. That makes sense. Which is a little awkward. Storm and Jean are great, but I don't think it solves my problem. She's going to have charged on spawn, which means she's going to have taunt on spawn, which is a problem. Quasar will steal all her charged on his turn, but he's smashing into not Xavier, which is a definite problem, right? Storm and Jean can play, but they don't really solve my problem as far as what they do. You need F4 for this team? You might. I don't have F4. F4's on defense, because I hate people. All of my normal team, like my good teams, are on defense. I am such a jerk when it comes to this freaking mode. I have Brim on defense, I have F4 on defense, I have Xavier on defense, I have Liberty on defense, I have Kahori on defense, I have Annihilators on defense. I put it all on there. I don't care. I don't like people. Oh yeah, Ares is on defense too. Yeah, Ares doesn't get you off the taunt because Miss Marvel just says screw you, I retaunt. So that doesn't work either. You have to get the charges off or prevent the charges, which Zombie Kestrel kind of did, but I kind of just used her, which is a problem. I think Zombie Kestrel might have been able to do it. Blue Marvel's on defense too. Blue Marvel wouldn't have worked, right? Blue Marvel would have gotten speed bar, but Xavier's blocking it, which creates the problem. Blue Marvel doesn't really do crap. What about Old Man Logan? Old Man Logan prevents the charges, right? Because there's no other chargeable character here. So she can't get charges. So I could Old Man Logan into Quasar. I'm pretty sure. And get off the taunt that way, and then bring in, like, my normal, like, Xavier killing friends. I'm pretty certain this dude works. Where is that effect? The chargeable enemy with the highest damage cannot gain charge before this character takes a turn. No one else is chargeable on that team other than Miss Marvel Classic. So no charges for her, which means no taunt. It does murder my Mercs for Money team. I think I'm okay with that. Because we still can play Dawkin with other friends. I don't really need my Mercs for Money team. So, Old Man Logan can play. Then, we have to deal with all the other crap, right? And we gotta deal with other problems. So we go Quasar because we need some good guys that we can play. Which Quasar's okay. I mean, he's only dealing with one mythic character here. Old Man Logan can play. I think it's Storm and Jean. Pretty sure. And I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm literally making shit up as I go. Odin might be a potential candidate too. Because I don't know what I'm doing with him either. Because he's really not playing into the team I wanted him to play into if we had used Quasar. Storm, Jean, Quasar, Old Man Logan. Null does null things. Who gets the darkness is a good question. Songbird could potentially play here, right? She's fast, does lots of damage. Not the worst character. Puts offense down so we take less damage and get murdered. But I think Odin's better. I think. Which we probably want Odin to be the guy that gets mind controlled. Which he probably is even as healer. I'm pretty sure. We'll double check everybody. I think Storm and Jean are lower. Odin's 10 something, 1030. Okay. What's Storm and Jean? Jean is 979, not even close. Storm is even lower. Storm's 898. Okay. Should be fine. I think. I think. We'll see. We haven't made any plans against Null. We're just going to assume Null does Null things and it's fine. Surely it's fine. Do we want any... We're not going to get assists because he blocks them, right? Xavier stops assists, I'm pretty sure, which means Old Man Logan just does Old Man Logan things, which might mean I want more normal ISOs than strikers. I might want like some raiders and things. I'm not making stuff up. Yeah, cannot gain assist. We're going to leave Old Man Logan probably Scrim because we just don't care. And my Old Man Logan's purple 5 as Scrim, which means he gains damage, so it's fine. We might make Storm a Raider, and that might be it. We're going to leave probably Odin as a healer because I want Odin to be alive. And Odin might have to do some ugly things potentially in this matchup. If he's not dead, he might be dead. He's purple. These are purple 4 characters too, by the way. Because this guy likes upgrading his stuff. Smart. Quasar, she's faster. Quasar should be a striker, right? She probably doesn't have stuff leveled because I don't really use her as anything other than striker. If she's got Raider 4 or Raider 3 leveled. Quasar, man, I should go level some characters. Fine, we'll go level some characters, guys. We'll go level Storm and Quasar. We'll stop being a freaking scrub. I think Storm's already leveled. I think I just had her as the wrong ISO. Quasar, on the other hand, I know have not leveled. I'm a little low on purple 4, especially considering I haven't decided on my purple 5 at all. But we're going to get more, so I don't care. Send it. I'm also done with Blue Marvel, so let's just be a jerk. So Odin's taking my pings. Okay, let's go. I believe in you, team. Striker, Raider, Striker, Healer, sure. Get in there, team. You got this. I believe in you. Ow. Our plan with Old Man Logan worked. We get to target Xavier, which is what we want. Keep murdering Xavier. This puts Battlefield effect up, but it's also going to cleanse. This calls in assists. We like assists, so let's call in assists. We have not had an assist, so we're going to basic. Get off my face. Easy peasy. Get out of here, guys. No, go away. No one likes you. Old Man Logan's doing Old Man Logan things. Let's target Mr. Kohori over here. Go away, Kohori. No one likes you. Get out of my face. Null doing null things. Null's dead. Your expensive team also cost me an expensive team. Which isn't too bad. I mean, right? I had to use a lot of good pieces to get through your team, but you also had to use a lot of good pieces to make me do that, so it is what it is. But it was a super clean as far as like what I had to do. I never felt scared, which it has its own merits and problems. I don't know. I mean, it's not like I didn't use good pieces, because I did. I used a lot of good pieces to do this. I think you could have done the same thing with, not Old Man Logan, probably, Kestrel. I'm not sure on Kestrel. If you use Kestrel instead, it might have worked. Do you know any counters for Professor X, Blue Marvel, Fantastic Four, and Brimstone Blue Marvel? Brimstone Blue Marvel, it depends on the size, right? I'm not sure on Blue Marvel. I haven't versed Brimstone Blue Marvel, so I'm not going to comment on that. I had a counter that worked for APOC Blue Marvel, depending on the size of the Blue Marvel, but when they started purple fiving him and they had diamonds, it no longer worked. And I can show you what that was, but I don't know what happens when you go into Blue Marvel himself. Blue Marvel might just ruin that whole idea, which was this, not this team, this team. This team worked, which is why I had Odin available and Quasar available. I was using this team to beat Brimstone Apox. I don't think it works into Blue Marvel, though, because Blue Marvel's too fast. He puts all that crap on you. I don't know if he turns off Odin's Battlefield effect. It might be fine, because Odin just still keeps on doing Odin things, which is how that comp wins anyways. I'm not sure. It might be just too much damage. So, otherwise, if I see that, I think you sack. And I think the sacks are ugly, too. Because you need to pull Blue Marvel's abilities, but you also need to pull, like, Hellcat and the other guy in a decent pattern. And then I don't know what you do from there. I haven't versed it, so I apologize. I haven't gotten to test it. I don't even know if my appliance mates have it on defense yet, though I can test it. Let's see what's going on down here. We have this team on defense too. So we might get to see what he does here in a second, Great Berserker, if that makes you feel better. Looks like they're getting ready to attack it. So we got that going on. The other one you said was Professor X, Blue Marvel, Fantastic Four. Professor X, Blue Marvel, Fantastic Four. I wonder, I bet you Undying can do that first one. I'm betting Great Berserker. Because Undying murders Fantastic Four. It doesn't quite murder Xavier Fantastic Four, but it's not bad into it. If it's big enough. Because for the most part, you just kind of live it. But there is a situation where you can have people die that you don't want to die. Who killed my Fantastic Four team over here? That's alright, I don't have the pieces for it anyways. What do we got showing over here now? I do want to find out what they do in that team, by the way. I'm curious. See if he tried. So they brimstoned his F4. Got a win here against Liberty. Nice. That's awesome, by the way. Yeah, they're trying pretty hard. I think they're trying a lot harder than we are, to be honest. Let's see if I'm right. That's pretty even. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 6, 7, or 6, 10, 11. 9 to 11. They haven't done armory yet. We did. We're up a little bit. Pretty similar. So what do we have left? I can deal with this. I don't want to though. I'm kind of out my charge characters. It's kind of a problem. What other charge characters do we have that can play in the Black Knight? We don't have Old Man Logan anymore. We don't have... Havoc can play in the Black Knight and make him dead. That's not the worst. Havoc's too slow for all these other bozos, though, which is kind of a problem. Which kind of makes Havoc useless. Do I just send Sinister Six at this and just say, I don't care about you, your Black Knight, and I just play through it? Feels really wrong, especially with how big this guy's team is. I feel like I'm going to regret that 100%. I need to respect this team. I think if I try to do something that makes it non-respected, it's going to end poorly for me. I'm pretty sure. So we've used Undying, we've used... That's an interesting team. Oh boy. I hate looking at some of our attacks. This is Night Stalkers, Annihilators. Taunts against Thanos. Can I kill Odin? This is an annoying team, by the way. This is Insidious food, and don't have Insidious. Insidious stops all of that stuff. Vigi, too slow. Emma doesn't make it too slow, but I don't know that I want to use my Emma against that. Emma solves a lot of that problem in that room. Emma Night Stalkers probably can get it done. Still want to beat this room. I have this team still available. This team is very good. I got this team is very good, but it needs a right room. We steal the speed up. We go first, we rewind. My problem is the Black Knight's murdering me, and I really don't like that concept. I really don't like that concept. Uh, what do I have from the Thunderbolt team right now? I have a full Thunderbolt team also. Thunderbolt team, Justice. Hey, welcome in. How's it going? You hate war? I don't hate war. I don't want people to get that impression. It's more I'm trying to figure out what to do, right? With the way we play war, I need to be pretty individualized as far as like my attacks. I usually like to be done in the same night. Um, I need to do things in the right order, right? And some of this is like bait teams. Like I needed to find like stuff like this, like my Xavier matchup. I needed to get killed. My Undying matchup, but I don't want to use it in the teams I shouldn't, right? So there's a lot of like food for thought things that go into here. Um, some of my alliance mates have already attacked, some of them haven't. I don't want, and we try to take, our fair share out of there, right? You've hated war since day one. I don't love war. I will say that. And mostly I don't love war because it's not very time friendly, right? Um, and that's my biggest issue with war. War as like the overall concept of war, I love, right? Team-based mode. You guys are trying to create attrition weak points with each other. I love that aspect of it. The part I don't love about it is all of the player interaction, right? Like, it could be that I shouldn't take this room, right? Because my teams are too big or too small or whatever, right? We'll call this team too small, right? So technically I should leave this team, wait for a bigger team to come up, let one of my smaller alliance mates do it. When we start talking about that interaction with war, I hate it. I absolutely can't stand it because I've got XY time to play and they have YZ time to play, and the other guy's got WX time to play, and they don't always align. And when we start talking about that kind of stuff, it's not fun. Um, where it is fun is like creating strategy, right? When I can build a defense that has weak points for somebody, just like Crucible, where I can create that interaction. And I wish it was like we all had our 1v1 matchups and it was like that way. Like that's where I kind of wish, like, and I kind of hope that that's what they're doing. They haven't really told us what they're doing, but I want to be able to have my 1v1. My 1v1 gives a point, right? And whoever I versed gets a point, and however it goes, and there's deficits and all kinds of things, however that plays out, and then the total team score comes together. Whatever that might be. I want it to be a little more individualized than it is right now, with maybe some more dev creator tools kind of things, so that we as captains can maybe help you set a defense or build a strategy. Like, what if I, as somebody that's very deep defense focused, could set your defense for you? Would you hate that? Like, I wish I could do that for somebody. Let me set your defense and set up your offense teams and just build you like your list, right? And then you just have to go in and implement. For the guys that don't like it near as much, because like some of these guys like what I do and they copy me, and I wish I could just do it for them. Like, I could just copy paste it in their stuff, assign it to their room for them, do some of that jazz. I'm one of the biggest in my alliance, so I know what it's like to wait for the bigger teams. Yeah, it sucks. It's not fun. you know, I'm not the biggest in my alliance, but I probably have some of the more relevant new teams. So it's relevant that I make sure we attack good things. Which is why I usually don't interact a lot when we're up here. A lot of times I interact when we're in cargo, but or in armory, but it's dead, so it's fine. Um, I can one-shot this. I think I one-shot this now that we know that there's not a brimstone in the side room. But maybe I should find out if there's a brimstone over here just in case. Which means I should kill some stuff over here. I know I can one-shot that team, by the way. Which will save us a defensive win versus somebody trying to sack it. Which is definitely a positive. And that's with Astral Emma. I know they can do it. Right? Because that had the APOC. Or no, that had the Xavier. Which is fine. The APOC's the one I didn't want to do. Actually, you know what? Let's stop talking about that one. Let's just do that. That's a good matchup. We're not going to use CGR. We're going to use Emma. We're gonna double Emma. And the whole concept behind this is I go first. Emma gets him slow enough that I go first. We don't get speed bar, but we don't fill speed bar anyways. Xavier still does Xavier things, but Emma kind of solves that problem. We're just going to go through Mummy. I think it's fine. I'm not 100% certain it's fine, but I think it's fine, so we're sending it. Hope I'm not wrong. Which makes your Xavier putting in this room really bad. Don't do that. Because this room already has the weakness of Emma, so don't double down and give your Xavier the weakness too. We'll see if I'm right. I think I can get the Xavier in time and we'll be fine. I just gotta get through Mummy. Mummy number 1's dead, but I'm gonna take this hit. A pow, but it's not gonna kill me. It hurts. This hurts too. But we can revive. Well, we're ability blocked, so that ain't great. It is what it is, though. We'll see. I may have overestimated this team. Hopefully I didn't overestimate this team. Strange, hold on. I'm gonna need you down the road. I know I am. Smash. We're starting to have bad things happen, by the way. I need Strange to take a turn. That stun's really good, by the way. Okay, he's dead. That's good. Damon's like out of cooldowns. This is scary, by the way. I shouldn't have done this. Come back, team. I need you. Oh. Damon, leave my teammates alone. I need them. Ah! Mummy, go away. Get off my field. You're not supposed to be this hard to kill. Go away. No one likes you. Get off my field. Okay, that gets rid of the super hitting Cyclops. Not a recommended team, but one shot. We'll take it. It's way better if it's not an Xavier that's the wrong character there, because he still is scary, even at 2-star. But we're through it. We didn't get murdered. It's fine. We'll take it. We're using Kraken strats. We're still back to staring at this room. I want to kill it. I want to try, and I think it's wrong. I really want to try. If I don't try, what do I do? Do I have an answer at all? I could Vulture 2 Superior. Do I have 2 friends that I feel better about? Or do we just send it and just eat Black Knight pings like crazy? I feel like eating Black Knight pings like crazy is going to make me regret it. I know who does work here, and it's Secret Warriors. I don't want to use them. I think they're too good for this room. Also, Secret Warriors probably would have worked into that room. Well, no, not against Xavier. Probably not. I changed my mind. Can they stop boosting against me? Freaking jerks. Illuminati can do this, which will show me one more room. Let's do that. That seems more than reasonable. It's Illuminati plus a speed bar character. You have to bring a speed bar character. Don't mess that up. You can take this idiot out. I don't think I have Cable. I think he's on defense, so I have to bring Kang, which is fine. Yeah, Cable's on defense. We don't need Cable. It can be Kang. Kang doesn't really get used anyways. So we bring Kang. The one speed bar character counteracts the Chavez, which gives you enough oomph to get through all this. which is why we do it. I'm bigger, I'm G20, I have overpowered. It's not that big of a scary matchup. It's more just about making sure you don't lose the buff flip at the wrong time, which is what you're doing here. That's fine. We come in and do this. We do eat that buff flip, but it's fine because eventually... Oh, Britain died. Why did Britain die? Oh, he had cable here. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up, guys. I didn't see the cable. You're not supposed to do this. He 5%ed my 5%. I needed 2 5%, and I didn't see that. I think we're screwed. I think I'm taking a loss. This is so stupid of me. I knew what to do here, too. I just didn't even see cable. I thought it was a freaking, only Chavez. Okay, we're gonna be resetting. Do I have a second 5% besides Oath? I don't think I do. Which is annoying. I'm gonna try to win anyways, but we're gonna see. I don't know if I have enough oomph to get through all this. This is a lot of death proof. If I win, it's Kraken strats, but we're trying. I don't think I have enough oomph to get through this. Cable can die because a striker hit. Okay, 1 character down. Don't kill my characters. I need them. Excuse you. Don't blind my character. I need that. I think I might be screwed. Stop it. Freaking blind. I freaking screwed up. Also, welcome in, Miles. Can't believe I did this. Alright, we're resetting. Freaking throw. I didn't see the cable. I swear I didn't see the cable. I only saw the Chavez. I would have never done that. It's a freaking strategy I use too. You're out 5%ing the 5% so that they have to bring 10%. And I don't have 10%, by the way. I need the 10%, which means I have to use Oath. Which I might do anyways. We need to count teams. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We stole from there. We stole from there. I'm at 5 attacks. So I'm pretty okay using Oath and getting away with it. We'll just find other places to use Blade. It's fine. Let's steal Oath. Band. Let's grab Oath. Because I'm an idiot. Don't do what I did. And Kang. Now we can do the matchup. You gotta out 5% the 5%. I can't believe I freaking did that. That shouldn't have never gotten a win, by the way. The worst. The worst part is, like, you literally heard me talking about it, and I freaking fell for it. Literally the worst. Because now we flip back before we get murdered, and now we have defense up. Now we're fine. We have trauma, safeguard. We're just more than fine. These 3 get it done. We go bop bop, back and forth, bop bop. When you bring the right amount of speed, you actually win the match. What a surprise. It's 1 tune makes a difference. when you have that speed break point and you know what it is and you can flip your buffs back before you get murdered, it's all that matters in that matchup. And that matchup's been like that for a while now. People still do it, and you're not supposed to fall for it. You know, now that people know it, can't deal with that. I don't have the pieces for that, but now we know it's there. I can't believe I lost that. We needed that defensive win too. Freaking A. Alright, it's only one defensive win, and I picked up a defensive win for the Brimstone team, so I'm not too upset with it. They haven't tried the Brimstone team yet, so it looks like they're thinking about it, though. So we'll see what happens there. We'll come back to that. I will show you guys when that happens. Because I don't hide shit. I ain't scared. What else we want to do? I don't have Emma pieces, which means we have to be really fast if we want to do that team. I don't know that I have really fast to deal with that team. We have Blade. We have Man-Thing, which is 20%, which is not bad. Who else we got? We have Songbird, who's pretty fast, but when you throw 10% against her, it's kind of ugly. Can Thunderbolts do this? Who goes first on their team? Azazel, who rewinds? Azazel rewinds, but then we get speed bar. They have 10% reduction from that. The rest of their team's pretty slow. I think Thunderbolts can play this. Are we feeling Thunderbolts lucky, guys? I think Thunderbolts can play this, and I'm kind of just making shit up. I never used Thunderbolts. Oh, do I want to use him? I really don't want to use him. What if we use these guys? We get to use the new character. I kind of want to keep Taskmaster. Taskmaster keeps me in an extra team. I don't mind using Songbird. I already kind of used her for the team that she would play with anyways. We get 40% when we get hit. We're probably getting hit when Azazel takes a turn. If we don't get hit, things go bad. Hellfire's supposed to beat this? Okay. I actually had no idea. I never used Thunderbolts in war. I'll believe you. Who else can we use here? Get out of here, guys. The devs said that Hellfire will beat all previous... Do you think they meant Thunderbolts in that? I felt like when they said that, they meant, like, Extreme X-Men. And things like that. Like Orcus. Hey, welcome in, Marble Tulip Scoopy Tree? That's quite the name. Welcome in, welcome in. 40%. You might be right. I mean, this is a lot of rewind. If he hits the wrong character more than once, bad things happen. And if they rewind too much, then this guy stuns me, and that's bad, and we don't deal with stun, we only deal with ability block. Yeah, I'm down for not doing this. This sounds stupid. What else can we do here? I'd like to find that last team. Who's attacking? Coppern's on. I can't do with this. I already did an F4. I wouldn't either. I haven't tried the matchup, so I don't... And we already know Thunderbolts stink. So why am I trying to throw Thunderbolts at something they stink at? Also, we know Emma slows them down, which they already are on the slow side. We also know that Azazel rewinds them, and if Azazel over-rewinds any of the wrong characters, bad things happen. It sounds risky. So let's not be stupid. It makes sense. Fair enough. I appreciate you guys saving me, because I was thinking about doing dumb Thunderbolts things. The secret is, just don't use Thunderbolts. and you'll save yourself a lot of headache because that team stinks. Oh, are we really doing this? I don't want to do this. I feel like I lose this matchup. We have so many good offense teams. Why do you want to use Thunderbolts? Exactly. I feel like I lose this matchup. I feel like Black Knight makes me dead. Do I feel like Thunderbolts have any shot in this matchup? This guy goes fast, hits people? Probably not. I mean, I'm thinking about doing it for science. Secret Warriors definitely waste this. I just don't want to Secret Warriors this. Secret Warriors are so much better than this garbage team that's on defense. If I had Insidious, like, counterparts, I would do it. Yeah, it's 100% overkill. I'm trying to think of if there's something that's better that's not 100% overkill, and nothing's coming to my head of things I have left. Vulture will go fast. Vulture gets one speed up character, so he's getting 10% there. He's getting speed up from this team. My problem is I think Black Knight does Black Knight things, and I think Black Knight's gonna make me dead. There'd be other reasons. You might be right. Yeah, Black Knight's gonna do a lot of damage. Are we just doing some science? You guys want some science? I'm kind of down for some science. Do we have better Sinister Six than these guys? Let's do some investigating. I have Swarm. The Black Spidey destroys me. The Black Spidey ain't taking a turn. The Black Spidey's gonna stand there. He's gonna get rewound into oblivion. I'm gonna steal a speed up on spawn. So that's the reason we think this team works, right? Black Spidey's giving my team speed up. Green Goblin Classic rewinds the world. We hopefully can kill things before Red Spidey makes my day ruined, right? Red Spidey's probably who ruins my day if things happen. If anyone on that team takes a turn, we probably lose. Is probably the honest answer what happens here. I have G19 on most of these characters. Basically, yeah, I'm hoping I survive through Black Knight charges, which ain't a good plan. Maybe Slayer's better than Kraven? I think there's a non-zero chance you win. There's a non-zero chance you win. Oh, it timed out. I think we have a chance to win, it's just low. I'm tempted to test, though. It's a bad war to test in. Is Swarm better? Swarm ain't bad. Swarm gets speed up. Swarm also hits like a truck. Swarm single targets on turn 1, though. Swarm does not single target on turn 2. However, we rewind them and probably make it to turn 2. I think I'm talking myself into Swarm, which is kind of crazy. Because I think I need the damage. More than Kraven. His damage is his health, correct. And he's not he's purple 5, he's maxed out. He is what he is. He's gonna hit me hard. Black Knight's not gonna like murder people, but he's gonna take them like probably 20%, probably, if I was to guess. I think I'm taking Swarm, and I'm taking Vulture, and I'm hoping they're gonna carry me, and I'm hoping Mysterio bots kind of help me get through all these Black Knight charges, and hopefully I have teammates left at the end of that. I'm losing my safeguard taking this guy out, but he's also not the highest damage. Is he better than... I think my healer's better. Also gives me an extra character and offense up. Let's do it. I'm going. Here goes to bad plans. Swarm, Sinister Six, let's go. What could go wrong? Got my speed up. I'm lagging. Get in there. Cleave. Rewind the world, please. Everything got blocked. But we're alive. Black Knight's doing Black Knight things. Swarm, make him dead, please. I would love if you made him dead. Striker hit. Get out of my face. Look at Swarm, he's awesome. Oh. Who said Swarm sucks? Get in there, Swarm. Don't need to strip Black Knight if he's dead. Oh. Swarm sucks. Rewind them all. Who is scared of this matchup? Oh, we're still lagging. Please don't crash. We're gonna restart the game after this. So this Spidey wants to take a turn. Go away. Swarm almost made it to his turn. Swarm's gonna take a second turn before this guy would take a turn. Swarm hits like a truck, by the way, if he actually gets to take a turn. Which he gets to take a turn when you have speed up Vulture. And you actually can technically do a, Swarm is kind of the one character that actually can technically alt turn one, just so you guys know. It takes you having 2 Superior 6 members, right? Because you need to be able to get Vulture speed up. You can technically take then Swarm and Mr. Spider-Man. Like, I technically could have ulted there, right? We could have come in there and done this. Where's Swarm? Because his isn't tied to defense. His is tied to any mode, right? Be gone. It just requires Spider-Man. Oh no, sorry, I'm wrong. That's energy. It's this one, right? Oh no, this is tied to defense. This one's tied to offense. I have it mixed up. I apologize. Just kidding, I'm making shit up. I forgot which one's tied and which one's not. Well, yeah, I knew what you were expecting. You were expecting Black Knight to continue to cleave my team until I died, right? Like, that's what I was expecting too. That's why we were hoping for Swarm to do good damage. And what did we kill? Over here? No, we killed over here. We killed this team. Thanos and friends. What am I doing with my Secret Warriors? I really haven't seen like a Secret Warriors, like a team that makes me say, that's Secret Warriors, friends. Hit them. We're gonna murder the crap out of them. Maybe that team. What is that team? Secret Warriors murder the crap out of that. It's not the worst murder because there is a Super Scroll, and Super Scroll's kind of annoying. What does somebody do? Let's do in this. Probably Undying. They probably just slam Undying at it. Which I'm not upset with because a lot of people don't have huge Undyings. Secret Warriors could do this team easily. Could Secret Warriors do this team? Honestly, yeah. Secret Warriors are perfectly fine in the Odin teams. Yeah, Secret Warriors can do this. I'd probably take this team out. My Secret Warriors is a pretty good size, too. I don't see why Secret Warriors don't beat the crap out of this. Blastar slow. Gore's not. But there's no speed stop here, so I'm pretty fast. We just make Odin dead as soon as possible and move on with our lives. We steal Black Knight's charges when we eventually get to Phantom Rider's turn, right? Till then, we just push buttons. But we got immunity safeguards, so we're pretty safe. Smash. Black Knight's back from the dead, but we don't give a crap. Go away, Black Knight. This team hits pretty hard. Has this been fixed yet, by the way? No? Secret Warriors are a good team, guys. This team is probably like easily number 2 right now, I think, in war. Maybe number 3, but easily like top 3. Like, build Secret Warriors, good team. Especially if you haven't done Xavier yet, take them to Xavier. Good team. More Kahori stuff. We already did that team, so we are not going to play with that again. I also can't play with that if I wanted to. I think we need 1 extra attack if I want to do 10. So, um, this is a speed bar with new characters that need at least enough damage to murder them. Do we have... We're not taking TV. Go away, TV. We haven't really seen a place that Dawkins can play. Oh, we can mark medbay for people too. They can start working on that crap. And we found some teams that I wasn't expecting to find. We might throw some Dawkins at some of this stuff potentially, but I really like to clear these if I can. I'm using him in war right now, Marble. I'll show you what we're doing. So, Sir Snackalot over here is using my defense, and I believe he got a win with him today. There it is. Liberty lost to Mephisto Blastar with Kahori. That's how I'm using him right now. It's nothing special. It's not super good. But what it is Blastar's a super durable character. Kahori's got a little bit of synergy with him. Mephisto also just does Mephisto-y things. It's not free, but it's good enough. And that's really all we want it to do, right? And that's kind of where I'm at with him. Like, and big thing I do in war that not everybody does is I try to not use bad stuff, right? I don't want to use, and as I was trying to use Thunderbolts, we'll pretend I wasn't trying to use Thunderbolts on a team that had no purpose of doing Thunderbolts, right? But I don't use Starjammers. I don't use Accursed. I don't use Thunderbolts. Like, I try not to use that crap, right? Like, because that's how you get losses. I took the good members of Cursed and threw them on defense. I generally take the good members of Thunderbolts and throw them on defense, but I didn't this time around. I don't generally use the Insidious 6 team, so they're on defense. So, like, those are the kind of characters that go on defense for me. I don't use Elza, and Elza's part of the event, so she's on defense. So that's kind of like some examples of stuff like, there's my Blastar. Purple 3. So, and because that's what I see is like my teammates tend to want to try and use their big giant Starjammers against stuff that Starjammer sucks against, right? Because they're slow and they don't do anything. So, in worst case, if you're set on using it, throw it on defense. Make them answer it with a good team at least, right? Looks like some more people woke up and they're attacking stuff. So somebody attacked that. They tried to Night Stalkers it. I was kind of worried that didn't work, but I also didn't have a full Night Stalkers team. Hopefully he'll clean it up. We'll leave him to that. Emma. I still want to kill this Emma team. Do I have anything that can play fast enough into it? I'm not sure. Blade can kind of play into it. What about Lady Deathstrike and Taskmaster? Or not Lady Deathstrike, but Dakin and Friends. This is fast. It does a lot of offense damage. This probably is fine. We don't get Dakin speed from it because we don't have a stealther, but we do get Taskmaster speed. And Taskmaster does Taskmastery things, which is a lot of damage. Yeah, I6 is a good offense team. You're not wrong. I just don't like I6. I still like Sinister Six better, and that's generally how I use my team, so I made them defense. I think that, and that's kind of what everybody I've been seeing has been doing with them. I think they're good enough. I also think they're good enough on defense too. Like as we were talking about that one, like 131 Spider-Man is kind of annoying. It's kind of a speed that's annoying to deal with, and if it goes off, you kind of lose. So it's kind of good enough. We do have Emma to deal with. I don't know if Taskmaster's fast enough for this. Let's go look at Taskmaster's speed. I don't remember what the frick he even gets. He gets speed for his friends, but I don't remember how much speed. It's a lot. He gets 10% plus 10% per merc or underworld allies, and he's got 4. No, he's got 3. So he gets 10 for himself plus 30, so he's at 40%. 40% is a lot. So 120, 48 plus 120, 168. That's going to be faster than Emma. So he's going to be able to blind everybody, heal block them, but they're not going to be dead. Emma's going to take a turn at some point, which would be bad. Are we stuck? Do we kill people before then? No. Underworld hasn't been a defensive team in some time now. They are fast, but they're not fast enough to be a problem anymore. They're also a really good offense team. People still find a home for them consistently as Dakin. I usually use Dakin in the really fast old teams, more so than team like this. This is an old Emma, or G19 Emma Rachel. We're taking it. I think we're gonna do Underworld in this. I don't think it's smart, but we're gonna do it anyways. They're super good. I think this will be fun. Get in there. Hey, Joshua, we're not gonna pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Joshua 1980, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I just completely murdered your name. I don't know how I said that. I'm sure I said that wrong. So we're gonna apologize. Hi, ads. So welcome in. Sorry you got ads. Oh, this is fine. Why did we not? Why did we worried about this, guys? This got murdered them. Emma dispelled it all, but we don't give a crap. I don't know. That guy's dead. Oh, that's kind of a problem. He's going before my Taskmaster went. Why did my Taskmaster go so slow? Okay. Everything going on here is bad. Alright, maybe we should have been worried. Get out of my face! Oh no. Leave Taskmaster alone, guys. That's not nice. It's gotta be Emma, right? Emma's scarier than Azazel. This is gonna get blocked. Frick. Okay. Taskmaster, I believe in you. One down. Stop it, Azazel. I mean, this was a bad idea. Bad idea, guys. Don't do this matchup. We win. Who was worried? We've done a few sketchy matchups this tonight. Oh. Oh, it's all good, though. We got her done. Okay, we got that done. Um, yeah, we got her done. It's fine. What could possibly go wrong? You know, when you're hunting for a team to use, like, I could have used them into this. This would have been fine, right? Instead, I decided to take the sketchy matchup. um, Orcus can do this because there's of the sizes of this team. So I guess we'll do that because we still need an Orcus kill. It seems reasonable enough. Also, Vigilante can do it, but Vigilante can do a lot of things, so we'll keep Vigilante for a minute. Also, Vigilante might play into a second Brimstone, because I technically haven't killed a Brimstone the normal way. So we'll do this. I normally take out a person. What beats team in 10 in the other room? Oh, we beat it earlier. Hold on, I could show you. 10 was this team, right? Not this team, this team? This was 10, correct, Justice? The Xavier with the null. And I can show you what I used too, which was different, if that's what you're asking. Let me show you the one I used, Justice. We did this. This was super clean. Xavier Null Annihilators. Xavier Null Annihilators, you probably can just use like the Xavier killing team, like the Odin. It's very similar to this, except instead of Old Man Logan, it's a Ares, right? Gets you off the taunt, and then you just go to town. Ares steals all the stuff off of the gladiator, and then you just go to town on Xavier, which is exactly what we're going to do here. Same idea. So we come in. Old Man Logan steals all of the charges from Miss Marvel, so Miss Marvel's not attacking me. And then you just go to town on Xavier. I use specials on Xavier. Special. And then more specials. We eventually Quasar special, and then he just kind of dies. He didn't die there, but Odin takes his turn. And then Odin just goes to town from there. Same concept. And I just accidentally closed my game. I think we're going to restart my game real quick because it was lagging really bad. You had X and null controlled and ability blocked the whole time, I think. But then you got your ass kicked. It's probably because you ran out of steam. I don't know what you took or what you didn't take, but hopefully that helps. That's a pretty common Xavier killing team, by the way. It's Ares, Odin, Quasar, Jean, and Storm. That brings you that super early stun. It brings you special damage dealers instead of alt damage dealers. And it brings Odin for protection. Also, Odin soaks up the mind control hits because he's the highest damage on the team and he's the like beefiest guy on the team. So that's the whole idea. You took Black Cat and Songbird. Yeah. So Black Cat's an old stat character. Songbird also is kind of more of an ultimate damage dealer versus a special damage dealer, which doesn't help you. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if who the mind controls were going on was different, and it very much matters where mind controls go, right? One of the questions I asked before I went into that matchup, who's the highest damage dealer on that team? So I knew who was going to eat the Xavier ping, right? Yeah, mind controls murder you. So that's one question when you go into an Xavier or a Null matchup for that matter. Know where your mind controls are going to go. If you do that, you're going to do better. Because then you'll know where your damage is going to go. Are you going to lose your character before they get a turn? Because if you bring the wrong damage dealer into a mind control, you end up in these situations where your mind controlled character might not even get a turn. Which is really awkward because not everyone thinks of that, right? It's kind of a weird concept. Because technically Xavier didn't take a turn, but he is taking turns because every time you take a turn, you're taking damage. You never think about it. I think you have said that to me before. But it's something you do have to think about. So I can't do this team. Someone's gonna have to F4 to that, and take care of that problem. I got 2 attacks left. Oh, we were gonna Orcus. Let's do this. We can Orcus this. I usually use Orcus and Fred, or Omega Red, the original one. She's fine. He's fine. Honestly, this is probably fine because it's all G19. I'm not gonna mess with it. I get a little nervous when we start looking at like G20 across the board, Starjammers, or they put a Starjammers in Armory where they get some extra stats, or when like they were super buffed from last season or 2 seasons ago, whenever that was. But with them being old stats, I'm not too worried about it. We're just gonna go murder people. They put debuffs out, we do stuff. We do put the ability block on the Groot because we don't like Groot cleansing our stuff, but we do not want to kill Groot. We want to leave Groot over there in the corner. Now we come over here and murder this clump and make Rocket dead because we don't like Rocket. Rocket's nice and dead. That's what we like. This comes in and stuns people. If they're alive, they're just dead instead. I wish I could just have like 5 vigilante teams. Is that too much to ask? Good news. The new team was looking like a vigilante team, so you're gonna like that. I think the Iron Fist team is gonna play that way. It's a very good team. I think the Iron Fist team is gonna be better on offense than defense. I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure since the Iron Fist team is not like mode locked, it's gonna feel a lot like vigilante. Like it's good, but it's not like over the top good. So you're gonna like that team. So stay tuned. It's just not gonna be like overwhelming damage on turn 1. It's gonna be overwhelming damage on turn 5. But the Iron Fist team is literally gonna stand there and just take everything. Like they're good. No monkey, 0 stars. Fair. Well, we can. Well, I'll petition Scopely. Let's have him add Hit Monkey to the Iron Fist team. He's got combat skills, right? Oh, I mean, he can freaking hold guns with his feet. Surely he's got some martial arts in there too. What do I use Vigilante? I kind of want to use it on Brimstone, but I have to sack Brimstone to do that. I also don't know who else has Brimstone on their defense. And then these teams like scream at me they have Brimstone on their defense. Let's go see if they tried doing anything in here. Oh, they did. How'd this go? How's this going for them? Uh-oh. They're having fun. Bad things are happening, guys. They did kill Daemon, so they're probably looking okay. They probably can clean that up from there. Because they did get Daemon killed. That's better than the guys that did this. So they used Mummy, who revives. So the idea behind using a single character into Brimstone is it's 2 hits, right? You have the first hit, which pulls Daemon's ult, which only gives energy to the non-Daemon Brimstone. so Daemon won't ult you on turn 2 when you come back in, and then it pulls Hellcat's ult. And Hellcat gives energy to Daemon and the others, so the idea is that you don't end up with a situation where Daemon and Hellcat both murder the crap out of you on the next time you go enter. Ah, true. Yeah, I don't know why they took Mummy. That's weird. Good point. Daemon clears revive once in war. So, that's a weird idea. Yeah, it's a Brimstone specific thing. For sure. I do think it's interesting they got the Daemon kill. I wish I could watch that fight, but it's okay. I mean, Vigilante can do this, but I don't want to Vigilante that. Someone can go Mighty it or something. Is that all I'm down to? What else do I have left? Do I want more attacks than that? I normally do 12, but I also don't think that I need to. Also, people are trying to get their, like, stuff in. I'm looking pretty empty, especially since we combined some teams tonight. We have a Blade, we have a Big Time, we got a Songbird, we've got a Thunderbolts team. How about a Thunderbolts team? Do we got somewhere we can use them for funsies? It feels okay. I wouldn't mind using the new character. Thunderbolts probably beat that. Thunderbolts definitely beat that. Maybe we'll Thunderbolts this. Let's use the new guys. No Taskmaster, because I don't got him. She's G19, she's G20, so we'll put her over in the corner, I guess. Even though she retaliates. Even though that's wrong. I don't know who goes first. We don't care. We'll just deal with it. Surely it's fine. Technically, speed up's better than 40% speed bar fill, but we won't talk about that. We'll just make Songbird delete everybody instead. Songbird, go. Oh, it's against security. That's less good. Songbird didn't kill anybody. Lady Bullseye, kill people, please. Lady Bullseye killed people. Thank you. Not good enough. I have no friends left. I think I like my odds. This is unavoidable. We can hit leader with it. Ghost, do ghost things. Pow. I highly recommend not trying to make Lady Bullseye work for the sake of making Lady Bullseye work. This at least look cool. Oh, it's okay. Pow. Look, we found uses for Thunderbolts. Clearly worth it. I've got one Vigilante team left. There's a Black Knight team that looks like it wants to die. It seems reasonable enough. Let's make Black Knight dead. Black Knight's at least annoying. Smash. Get in there, team. You got this. Oh, didn't work out for you. Die. Bye, Black Knight. Oh, bye, everybody else. She finally saw a Fantastic Four movie. It was okay in my books. What did everyone else think? Have I seen it? I've seen clips of it. I really didn't go see it. I wasn't. Fantastic Four is not my favorite movie. Or not my favorite like Marvel like lore. My favorite. I like Doctor Doom, but I do not like Fantastic Four. It's kind of a weird take, I know. Oh, is it? Oh, maybe I'll have to check it out. Oh, dang. So maybe I'll have to go check it out. Yeah, so I don't know. I really wasn't excited for anything this year. They finally got FF right. Well, that's a fair take, James. And also welcome in. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I heard it was a decent movie though. I think that's the one my wife wouldn't want me to wait and watch with her. Yeah, I could see that. Well, we cleared everything but the one cargo room. Someone just needs to find their Fantastic Four team. We got people that have Fantastic Four on offense. Or Undying. Undying worked too. They got through this. What'd they do? How'd they do? Xavier got a win against that. Sure. So they took Undying in after the fact. Oh, but they did kill Daemon. That makes sense. If Daemon didn't die, Undying wouldn't have done that. Also, that looks like that was scary, even with Daemon dead, which is interesting. So how did we end up? 700k, 11 attacks, 11 successful ones. We had one that was horrible. It is what it is. Looks like we're doing okay on defensive wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 14. They're at 6. Hold on. I apologize. I can't hardly breathe today. I'm sneezing. So they're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 14, 13, we're up in room clears, so we're feeling pretty good right now. So that's good. And I apologize. I was doing sheetrock work today, and all that sheetrock dust has got my sinuses like completely killed. So I'm sure I sound like crap too. On top of it, which doesn't help. Yeah, sheetrock dust. We're redoing a house. I mean, you can call it what you want, but we're working on a house and we're redoing a bathroom, and I was doing sheetrock work. Soon it'll be my back hurts because I was laying floor. You're funny. Oh, you guys and your shenanigans. Let's buy some stuff. Listen, if sheetrock dust worked that way, wouldn't even have to worry about it, right? That shit's so plentiful. uh, so has anyone figured out if Hood's available or any of the Accursed team in the Diamond store? Does anyone know? Because so far I have not seen them, and they don't seem like they're in anywhere. And I'm gonna core anyways. We're gonna find out. Let's find out. Hood, where are you? One more. They're supposed to be. Well, they're not in here. I'm missing Hood, and only Franklin's in here, so I assumed that they came in here. So I assumed that they're keeping F4 for one more month, and then Accursed should have been coming here, because Accursed and F4 were in the antimatter store. So I assumed that Hood's in this store, and I haven't seen him yet. I've been looking for him. We'll do one more, well, not 100 cores. Cores are kind of valuable right now, because we technically need cores to do the Blast Star leaderboard, so we'll kind of hold on to those and stop wasting them like a moron. But yeah, if anyone sees the Accursed team, let me know. I'm looking for them, and I haven't seen any proof that they are. When I went to try, and I can't tell if they're supposed to be, like, you used to be able to tell if they were in here by clicking on the character. It doesn't look like it shows that anymore, and I can't really test it. Who's a character that I need diamonds on right now that technically should be in this store? So we can go look at Cloak. Let's see what Cloak says. It doesn't look like it shows anymore. Cloak. I didn't mean to do any of that. Click back in the game. Find. Okay, so it says available in Elite Supplies. Which Elite Supplies is the diamond store, right? Yeah. So I don't think Hood's available yet. So what happens if we kick a character that I need diamonds on, but it's not in the Elite Supply store? Like Green Goblin, right? He's in the Elite Spies. But when I click on Hood, it doesn't say that yet. He's just MIA. Hood's not in anywhere. Oh, he's chance to find in supplies. That's character shards though. So I think Hood's in MIA right now. He's not in the diamond store. At least not yet. Same thing with F4. Where's Franklin? Chapter supplies, visit the web store, chance to find supplies, shards. So it doesn't say his diamonds are anywhere. It's weird. It's interesting. Yeah, I figured when they converted to stores we would have gotten Hood's diamonds available, but I guess not. I guess I need to figure out what's going on there. Only $100 for F4 diamonds? I'm good. Was it really? I didn't even look at that. Oh, jeez. Yuck. Blech. I'm good. That's gross. I wouldn't give him 450 antimatter for the 3 diamond. Special offer, by the way. Don't you want that? Oh, it's only money. I'm good. What happens when we click Hood? Hood doesn't even get a special offer. You just don't get them. Unavailable. No diamonds for you. Screw you for not buying them. What's in the... Oh, don't do that. Vaulted. Don't say that. Don't tell us he's vaulted. That's terrible. Epic diamonds. Hood's been promoted to epic, guys. He's been epicized. Oh. No, we don't need him epicized. Have they done anything to the orbs? Are they still the same? No changes there. They did remove Mark II, by the way. Iron Fist, or the Ironheart Mark II. Yeah, these two are garbage. 100%. I just was curious if they changed anything. So is Hood farmable? Is he available in the game somewhere? He's in the Versus Orb? So the only place you can farm Hood right now is Versus Orb. And he's technically not farmable. But Satana is? Oh, ads? I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is. Satana's in the Spotlight Orb? Why is Hood have no home? Did they forget Hood? Where's Helverine? Helverine got a node? Am I stupid? Why does Hood have no home? I'm gonna wait for you guys to get out because I do have a question for you. Where was Hood supposed to go? But no, like, all of the other Accursed members have a home where you can farm them, right? Satana went to the Spotlight Orb, the Hood went nowhere, and Helverine's on a node. Where's Hood? Is Hood just nowhere? Like, this isn't where Hood is, right? He should have a farmable spot. That's the only place that they put Hood. Is that even like a destination? Where did it? What blog did he go somewhere? That seems wrong. I'm looking, by the way, guys. Hood's in the raid store. Oh, okay. So he should be in this store? Ah, okay, there he is. So he just pops. But this is like the Ultima store, right? This isn't the raid store anymore? Ah, it's the equivalent to the raid store? Okay. Interesting. Oh, and then there's different ages? I see. Ah. Oh, so when they said Age of a Nihilist, that's just like he pops up in the store randomly. I see. That makes more sense now. This is the first time I've actually looked at this, by the way, and I tried to understand it. I just know that, like, I forget to buy in this tab, like, consistently, now that they moved it. Okay, well, that's good. At least they gave people a place to farm Hood. That's what I was kind of concerned about, because it felt like they missed the diamonds, and I thought maybe they missed the shards, too. Why is Kitty Age of Xavier? That's a good question. She technically got a rework during that time, I think, right? Is she in here? Oh yeah, Colossus and Kitty got a rework during that time. It was the most unimpressive rework ever that never got used. But technically they did get a rework. It was just really bad. It never played out right. Like it felt like they got a rework at the wrong time. Like maybe these were real characters if this would have been like when Xavier actually came out and they had real stats. But it felt so wrong. Yeah, I remember them getting a rework because I was excited because Kitty's she's still one of my favorite characters. Right, she's super cool. Except the version they gave us for Kitty sucks. This Kitty Pryde is like an Omega level mutant, right? She can literally do anything. She can phase herself while pulling people in the walls and doing all kinds of jazz. She can phase out objects. She can do anything. She's kind of crazy. But we got Kitty Pryde that stinks. We got healer Kitty Pryde. I don't know why we got healer Kitty Pryde, but we did. I hope eventually we get actually cool Kitty Pryde. That's a character I'd love to see a rework. Yeah, Iceman's another one. Like Iceman's a crazy character. He does so many cool things and all of the things he's been part of. Give us good Kitty Pryde and good Iceman. Give us a real team that those characters belong on. So and the, I say I'm more interested in the mutant tags as a whole. Like I like the mutant tag. Like mutant characters as a whole is like my jam. That's the stuff I grew up on as a kid. When you start talking about the mutants, X-Men 97 stuff like that. Kitty Pryde is up there. Colossus is up there. I hate you, Cyclops. You can go to hell. I know that's not everybody agrees with that one. A lot of people love Cyclops, so it is what it is. Why can't we get feathered version of Archangel? Who else we got? You know, I'm glad we got not Cyclops steaks. I served for ice cream James Madison once. I'm biased. That's fair. That's fair. Dad Bros. I'd love to see a new version of Dad Bros that doesn't stink. I know some people love these characters. They're not my favorite, but you know, as far as kit wise, I think they were fun. Um, Havoc's the better Summer's brother, anyways. That's fair. Havoc at least got a cool kit, right? You know, I like what Havoc does. Magic. Magic is a cool character. Why do we have a lame duck Magic that never really got an opportunity to be good? Give me a good Magic. Mr. Sinister, I'd love for them to make this character good again, but I don't think he's ever coming back to the game. Never, ever, ever. His kit is stupid. They are never going to give us something that clones stuff. They're never going to do it. This Magneto needs to be thrown in the trash, and let's just redesign Magneto. Magneto does so many cool things, and this Magneto is not it. They should kill him off in game. I like it. Let's just kill some characters off and reprint them. Oh. I think we'll eventually get the Midnight Suns team, right? The Midnight Suns team's pretty cool. Ghost Riders and all that jazz. Yeah, I think eventually we'll get it, right? It's just a matter of time. Like, Ghost Rider's such an iconic character. Also, I've heard rumors that I think that Ghost Rider potentially could eventually come to the MCU. You know, if Ghost Rider comes to the MCU, we're getting a Ghost Rider team. It's coming. We'll get the Ghost Rider team we deserve. It's just a matter of time. There's so many good characters. Rogue is such a good character. Though the Rogue we got kind of doesn't make me feel like Rogue. Like, she's just a bully in this game. Rogue absorbs all the powers and things. Rogue's copycat. Like, we didn't get that. I put a bajillion buffs up Rogue, and I punch you for a bajillion damage. You know? I wish we would have gotten way more creative with Rogue. I also think if they weren't ready for that kind of stuff, they shouldn't have printed her yet, but that's just me. You know, the Rogue we want is the Rogue that is the copycat. The Rogue that can become Iceman. You know, that character. This is probably the mutant I'm most happy that they did recently. She's so cool. Like, as far as what she does with the spread stun and stuff. I think they did this character justice. Omega Red more powerful? I don't know. Omega Red still he's up there as far as what he does. Like, this character was bonkers for its day. This character was really good. He's still really good. If this character had new stats, you'd use him every single day. I'm just saying. This character's that good. Defense up on spawn. Heals himself. When he drops low, he speeds up and death proof, so he takes his next turn. By the way, this is still stupid strong, by the way. If the enemy has immunity, gain 40% crit. Guess what? They put immunity on every team these days. Might be really good against the Iron Fist team. Just gonna throw that out there. And not the Iron Fist team, because they're immune to crit, but other immune characters. Gains damage every turn. Puts trauma heal block out. Steals percent health. Like, this character was crazy. Better if he was on fire and had a pet bird. I got something to tell you. He did do that. Have we met the Phoenix Force team? I believe this team is on fire and has a pet bird. Hi, pet bird. Is on fire. Oh. Oh, no way! Wow! Oh. Don't worry. They're about to get a Magnet Man. Magnet Man's about to come join them. You ready for Magnet Man? Magnet Man's coming. You ready for him to shoot fireballs? Throw around some burning debris? I voted Venom. Hell yeah. I voted for him too. So don't get me wrong. Well, I take that back. I didn't vote for him. I voted for Weaver, but I knew this guy was winning, so it was fine. I was fine with Venom winning. I was fine with Weaver winning. I was fine with Magneto winning. Who was before? Cable? No, it wasn't Cable. Oh, it was Gwenom. No way we were voting for Gwenom. That character's kit sucks. Right? It was Gwenom? No. Gwenpool? Is that what it was? Gwenpool. This character. There's no way we were voting for this character. Unchargeable new orders, how it gains charge. What does this character even do? By the way, Magneto's going to be a tank. I hope no one's upset about that. I'm already calling it. Every single character that they picked was going to be a tank. I'm going to say that right now. And the reason we know that is because of what the characters were and how they play in Marvel Rivals. Venom is a tank. Magneto is a tank. Spider-Weaver has tank-like properties to her, and this girl's a tank. It was gonna be a tank for the Phoenix Force team. They already knew that before they put the vote up. And I'm calling that now. I will eat my words if I'm wrong, but I'm certain that they're gonna be a tank. Maybe there'll be a blaster and he'll just copy his kit. I mean, maybe. But I think what's going to really happen, without seeing what they're going to do, I think they're going to print a tank, and that tank is going to stop Blastar. Like, that's what has to happen for them to even, like, remotely have an okay team, right? Those are kind of like the bare minimums that have to happen. I don't think it has to stop Blastar because Sentry exists, but I think it for sure has to encourage Blastar to not play into it. And it's probably right about the time when they want Blastar to kind of start being less overpowered. So that makes a lot of sense. So get ready for Magneto to say, I stop speed bar, speed stat, and speed up. Because that's what it takes to stop Blastar. I don't, or he's gonna just say you can't build bomb burst. That would be even crazier. You have too many teams you're not interested in. That's fair. But I am excited for this guy. This guy's bonkers. This guy is probably the kid I'm most interested in. Also, I still love how he looks on here. Who's ready for Void? Void looks great in game, by the way, guys. I wonder if I left this up for a day and just let people look at this on and just let Void be here, if this would get fixed. Void only has two abilities because he goes on the enemy side, right? He sits on the enemy side. Well, I mean, I'll be honest. Where I think Void ends up playing is in Phoenix Force. I'm pretty sure, because he's gonna stop Blastar. He's like the only character that's not gonna feel like overly taxing for trying to stop Blastar, because you can't put X with Blastar or with Phoenix Force, because then it just becomes an X room. So then people use X level counters to beat it. I don't think people are gonna use X level counters if you put three-star Sentry with them. I think. I'm not certain of that, but I think. And then I think people will start using Blastar with Team Muthor. I think is what will end up happening. I think Team Muthor will then start being played. Oh, sorry, Team Muthor doesn't come up. Thunderstrike. I think that's what will end up happening, is this guy will then start seeing play. They haven't added the Team Muthor acronym yet. We're waiting for that. I probably should make that suggestion. Can we get Team Muthor added in for the search window? I don't think that's gonna go over well. Put it in the suggestion box that gets thrown away. His name is Thunderstrike. No, he's Team Muthor. Did you know where the Sentry Void summon passive is bugged? I feel like there should be. Why do you say the Sentry Void spawn passive is bugged? I am curious on that. We'll go back to Sentry. I did hear that maybe his JSON files are messed up, but I haven't heard anybody actually get to play with him yet, so it was just data mines, and I know people reported it. Because there's something about like him killing himself, right? I don't know where he does this. It's this, isn't it? Where is it? Where's he like murder himself? Is it on his abilities? Yeah, this. He takes 10% off himself, and if he drops below 50%, his effect doesn't happen or something, which I think is this. When this character drops below 0% health for the first time. Oh, it is 0%. Last line, Void Summon passive. Gain 100% assist chance, 100% assist on non-attack abilities. This is the speed bar mechanic. Oh, and it's Void's kit. Void. The character of each enemy. It blocks the max health and damage increase for enemies. That is you. Enemies' max health and damage cannot be increased except by positive effects. Huh, that's not good. So that should be allies' max health and damage cannot be increased except by positive effects, not enemies, right? That's a good call out. I'll make sure that gets reported, because you're right. That's also not good. Don't mind Void, he's just nerfing you guys. um, that is not how that's probably supposed to work. So what does he do? This character cannot be revived on spawn 3 Void, on turn steal 10% health. On this character's death, reduce speed bar of all allies. On allied death, fill speed bar by 20%. The speed bar of this character cannot be reduced. This character cannot gain assist, heal block, trauma, blah blah blah. On attack, heal for 20% of this character's max health. Yeah, that probably needs changed. That looks like a problem. Good catch. I still am excited for that character. But yeah, that needs fixed. I can't see a world, and it's not that big of a deal, but it is kind of annoying. Because what is that doing? That's max health and damage. That's basically Mephisto APOC. Super Scroll. Leader. Which Leader is a big one. Because Leader is how like accursed and things go into things. Mephisto's in there too, which is also kind of a big one. Yeah, that needs fixed. That's a problem. That's one way to nerf Mephisto in the matchups. What else do we need to do? I need to knock out some dailies. We did this. We did this stuff. Is the Road to Blue Marvel stuff done? That didn't run one this week? Oh, it is running one right now. And I chose to not buy it. I'm not buying this guy, by the way, guys. I'm not in the market for Purple 5 by itself. I already own Blue Marvel, and I think this is an expensive buy for one character. It's $40 for one character. No thank you. Purple 5 is incredibly strong, but I don't think it's worth it. Because, again, Purple 5 is just damage. It's not like full stats. It makes your offense characters hit like trucks. Which I think I can show you if I haven't done my arena attack yet. Oh, look, we haven't done our arena attack yet. Let's go hit some people like trucks. Also, my Blue Marvel is getting murdered. This character sucks. What did this guy use to beat him? Yeah, you just buy it for Blue Marvel. What the heck? What did this guy do? He used Mephisto? The frick? How did Mephisto work? Did he really go into Blue Marvel with Mephisto? I have 3-piece up, right? Yeah. So Mephisto stood there at 127 and probably did nothing other than give him health and damage? Oh, that's neat. I love Arena. Sure. That's my maxed out Blue Marvel team, by the way. Yeah, he does. I don't know why he has Mephisto. I can't even tell you. And none of it makes sense. We'll be keeping an eye on that one. But this damage is dumb, by the way. Like, look what's happening here. There's so much damage now going on, like, it's not even a match. It's just dumb. Oops, things died. 2 turns. I don't even need Havoc. He's just dead before Havoc takes a turn. Alpha Strike characters are so dumb for the game. I said it. I know not everybody likes that take, but I think they're dumb. Yeah, that's what most people have been using to me, Kevin. People have been doing the F3 or the 3-piece F4 Strange Daemon, and they just one-shot the world. I've still just been doing the old teams. They just work because no one's done anything different. It doesn't seem to matter as long as I'm just more aggressive. Yeah, you just take Heartless because Heartless, it's enough damage that you just blow them out of the water. You don't have to use strategy anymore. You just blow them up. Yeah, what Magnetic said. It gives crit chance and crit damage. It just makes Daemon go boom. Then you have Franklin and Invisible Woman who also go boom. Purple ISO 5. Bam bam, everything dies. um, we probably can even do it here if we want to, just for funsies. Shall we blow some stuff up? Because I need to do some more attacks. I can't DEZ. I tried. That free claim is broken on the emulator. I went on the web store and it said I already claimed it, and on the emulator it won't go away. It's an emulator problem. I'll make sure it's gone when I log off. Yeah, it just is what it is. This poor guy. Let's make him explode. Bomb. Poor guy. That's so rude. Like, talk about ruining the new player experience right there. That's so mean. And that's just wrong. Oh, poor guy. Gotta be a bot. I don't know if everyone is a bot. There are some bots, but I don't think it's always a bot. Like sometimes you'll get like Jarvis or whatever, and you can tell it's a bot. Lightning General, I don't know, might be a bot. Having Morgan Le Fay seems like it might be. If it's not a bot, I feel bad. Get out of my face. Oops. Random first word, random second word. um, I think we need one more for our completion. Oh, now we got Gambit. Oh, I'm getting bullied by the devs. I think we got the robot. Hello? That's not nice. Stop that. Freaking Emma people. Emma people are the worst. Alright, we'll just hit basic. Let him kill us. Alright, who's stream sniping me? Bringing in their freaking Emma. Yeah. I'm blaming you guys. There we go. That's more my speed. Blast our team. Let's go. Let's bully chaos. We got bullied, now we gotta bully back. Isn't that how that works? Get out of my face. Double tap. Bam bam. See ya. Alright, that should be credits. Yeah, I tried to claim this, by the way. Oh, it's actually opening. Does it actually claim? We did it, guys. It finally worked. It hasn't worked all night. I've been trying. My teal gear. I hope they remove this option, by the way, eventually. Just bake it into stuff. Let's go farm. I think we have one more day of Kestrel, right? 14 hours. So we want to kind of end not overcapped on orbed. We need to figure out what that is. If you guys haven't, you might think about it. Because any overcap is just kind of worthless. So we're at 320. Ooh, and 6, we love that. What am I at with shards on her? We got over 100. That's awesome. Zombie Kestrel goes away today. The farm for her. It's down to 14 hours. Next reset, it's gone. I want them to remove challenges. Challenges are a waste of time for everybody. Some new players get some benefit out of them, but just bake the gear into somewhere else, right? Put teal gear somewhere else. You know, this is not that like impactful of game options. I'm not saying get rid of the rewards, but just get rid of the wasteful space and clicking. Give us a real like put danger room out there. You know, something like that. Whatever it is. I'm not trying to, you know, ruin anyone's farm. So this is 80. Let's see what this gets us, and then we'll decide if we're spending more. We're gonna end pretty even. I don't know what that is yet. You want to delete so many orbs. I agree. 29. Okay, so we're gonna go do at least one more orb. What's that put us at? 376. I probably will get the rest of that energy today. So that's okay. So we just did the 50s today. We'll say we probably won't core any more than that. And we'll core what we get so that we end up with one more orb. And you guys also might think about looking at that too. I paid for her up to 5, and I think I got enough core orbs to get her to 6, is I think where we're at. Which isn't bad, right? Which means I got if I was at 5, I got 300 shards for her by coring her. Something close to that. That's a lot of shards. I don't know how everybody else did. You're pulling the trigger on 5. I was coring her quite a bit in the beginning, though. I think I got 1 purple drop. I was kind of hit or miss on the blue versus green. I didn't get 2s that often. I got a few 2s. 2s were the worst. Let's not get a 2 here. So many 2s. Speaking of 2s, we've ruined my luck right there. I would say I've ended up with mostly 4s, some 6s. 1 purple full, no golds. Is there golds? I think there was golds, right? I never got a 20. I got a 10. Yeah, I never pulled a 20. I pulled 110, decent amount of 6s and 4s. I would say I got more 6s than 4s than 2s in my luck, I would say. Which wasn't bad. You know, no 20s. The one day I did get a purple drop, I pulled all 2s after that, so it kind of balanced out. So my purple drop just felt like a 6 or a 4, which it's fine. I still do core just one of these. I core one in the ISO because you get 50 just for doing stuff, right? Which is just free gold. I also do this one for free gold. I'm kind of waiting on this because I want to buy as many blaster offers as I can. It's $100 for 5. Ugh. Now, isn't there some Blue Marvel stuff that you can do with you might look at that before you go if you haven't bought yet. I'll show you another spot to look because I think there's some offers in game that are not on the website. I think. Don't quote me. I think there is. If you hit find, there's some hidden stuff. And I thought one of them was like Blue Marvel. Oh, there's leaderboard points, right? This is the King of the Zone leaderboard, which I think is the Blastar leaderboard, right? So you have some options there, which might be better than buying straight up offers. Maybe if you're in the market for Blastar. 260s. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, because there's some value here for this leaderboard, which also is a part of the reason I'm holding off as much as I can. I fell another 100 points in the time we played tonight, guys, by the way. People are jumping. I'm scared. I don't really want to spend a lot in this leaderboard. I'm kind of holding as much back as I possibly can. Because I'm not sure. I want to be 2, but I'm happy with 1 also. I'm probably already have got 1 locked in, but I want to know how much 2 is going to cost. So we're kind of just waiting. Which I think there's a lot of people waiting because of Blue Marvel. Because people have some FOMO. Even though he kind of is whatever. Looks like people are mostly doing stuff. So we come in here. My alliance has made the decision that we are just letting people farm this node for their leaderboard points and things. And nobody is kind of waiting on the other one because we want 100%, and so it's just ram your way through the event so you can go do the horrible mystic nodes. So that's kind of where we're at with it. We'll also go make sure those are done. So we're doing this, and we leave this up for like 20 hours, 25, 20, 21 hours, somewhere in there, just so people can farm. Because this is easy enough to get like all your stuff done if you need to do like Blastar trials and stuff. No, we don't. I don't need to make it easier for my team to kill them. I could. You know how bad that'd be? My team already has problems with accidentally zoning in and killing the boss. I don't need to put 10 exhausts on him. Breathe on him, he'll die. No. I think that sounds like a terrible plan. Oh, I didn't even think about that, to be honest. We're just gonna see how many exhausts we can stack on the boss. Can you imagine if 8 people did that all day? We have 60 exhausts on him. We're trying to break the game a new way. Oh. That'd be funny. No, this is actually just mystic characters because of the other milestone. Watch, you'll make it negative and you can't zone into the match or something stupid. You'll find a way to actually break the game. That would be funny. No one's done this yet, so let's try to make this done. Oh, wait, this is out of here. Sim, please? Why do I only have one sim left? I have to actually play a node? This is so wrong. Oh, they lost. Oh, that's not good. My freaking team. Alright, this is 500 cores today. That's annoying. And I have no sim. Man, this sure is fun without having the new team. Oh, that's alright. Maybe I should actually play the second node instead of simming it. I haven't had it lose yet before, though. So that's interesting. Excuse you? Go away, Shadow King. Surely Shadow King's the right target. Get out of my face, Shadow King. Yeah, I hadn't lost it yet, so I was just simming it, thinking it was fine. But yeah, I don't have like a crazy Night Stalker team. Like, I think I have 2 Gear Tier 20s, just Blade and Oath, and everybody else is G19 max for what that was. So it is what it is. I guess we'll try playing it net tomorrow. I'm gonna try what other people are saying. I'm gonna do the sack the Iron Fist team and res these two, and then we'll play the other node and see how that goes. Are you guys just going for 100% and just bullying your way through it like we are, Magnetic? Because that's what we're doing. We're just pummeling our head out into it because Thunderstrike shards are there. Yeah, 100% D9, just bam your hate. It's exactly what we're doing. We're like, well, we were gonna, go easier on it, but it doesn't make sense now. So, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I heard that works good, so we're gonna try that. If that can save us some stuff, then full Night Stalkers. Yeah, I tried using them to beat the node the first time, and it didn't go well. But it makes sense to use them as the sack. Emma's tanky. Get out of my face, Emma. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what I think of like them forcing us to do what we had to force us into this like losing situation. It's still we can get through it, but it's kind of ugly. Like I liked that we had like what was it, the Orcus team that you could kind of play whatever. Like, well, you couldn't play whatever, but you could at least beat the node without feeling horrible. Who do we take in this? I don't think it matters. Um, this team's surely fine, right? No sim. Sim's cheating. Why did my sim not reset, by the way? Is it just must be per raid and not per reset? I don't know why I had so few sims. I guess because of probably the reviving. See ya, Jug. Yeah, I missed the Origins too. I thought the Origin was fun. Like, it was fun figuring out that Sinister Six with some Orcus hybrids was able to get it done initially. The Night Stalker team when you had to, like, plug people in was kind of fun. Now we're just at this point where it's forced Origins, And even the forced origins I didn't hate. Like, I didn't think it was bad when we had to do it in the Chaos Raid, because we had extra nodes and things. And it wasn't like they were hard nodes, they just, you had to play them. Now we got these forced teams that it just feels dumb. Like, Night Stalkers is intended to lose, but yet you allow Night Stalkers on the node? I don't know. It's just like, buy our new team. Buy our new key, guys. The old key is broken. Screw you, Invisible Woman. No one likes you. Sunspot, we're leaving you to last, because you're clearly the most important. Sure, what can I do for you? How can I help? Go check your points from this morning in the strategy tab. Where's the strategy tab? Oh, you're talking about the leaderboard points for the raid. Okay, we can do that. See what it awards you for 85% and 100%. Strategy. So yesterday, does that number mean something to you? How about 50%? Well, we hit 50% today. 50% is this right now. 768 and a lot of zeros. I'm guessing that's 76 million. 768 million. Oh, you want me to do the old one? The old one was, there it is, same number. This is the same number, and same number again. Yeah, 768 million. And then, oh, a spotlight, 10, 20, 10, 50. I heard that some people had some weirdness. Like they were like manipulating the numbers. Now our raid does launch several hours later than most people's. 100% didn't register for 50%. 85% were D10 amounts. Oh, that's weird. Which explains why we were showing up super low for a minute. Now we're 46, so this is normally where we kind of are. We were like sub 100 for a minute. Like we were down here, like way down here, which was super weird, I thought. Yeah, we're normally like right around 50, somewhere in that range usually. Especially when we're at like a normal percentage for the raids for everybody. Sometimes we get to a weird number when your guys' next raid launches and ours hasn't yet. Yeah, you were 10 last season, so 136 was like crazy. Yeah, some people did launch an extra raid this week, right, or last week, but that was the old leaderboard. So this is on the new one, so it shouldn't matter. No one should have launched an extra raid because they shouldn't have had any. I don't think, because I don't think we can launch an extra raid right now, and we didn't launch one before the new one started. That was last week's thing. Um, yeah, we don't have keys, so no one should be launching a raid this week that has extra. Ah, they extended in the new season, so they launched it at the very, very end. We tried to do that, but they pulled the raid before we could do it. to allow extra points to be collected. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. We tried to do it because we didn't realize that the old Annihilation raid was different energy. So we were going to use our keys, but they were gone before we could do it. You saved at the end of the previous one, yeah. Because we thought they were the same energy, so we didn't want people messing up, so we didn't even launch it. I wish we would have, but we didn't. So it's not that big of a deal, but it would have been extra, which I think is why some people are like way ahead, right? They're at 10-3. All spark. That's crazy. They're at 10-3, by the way. That's got to be an extra raid. We're at 7-3. How are people like 8 something? Like those numbers are crazy. And who are like that's kind of up there. 10-3's got to be an extra raid. These are good players too. They know what they're doing. Those guys know what they're doing. But even like these leaderboards is only at 8. This had to have been an extra raid. Unless they're doing 10 and it's just more points. Do we know if 10's not more points? Like, I didn't do the leaderboard math. I know it's less gear. Is full 9 more points, the old 9? Well, you can do D10 up to Mystic, right? But I don't know, but it's only 50%. You can't get 85 and you can't get 100. So you don't get the bonuses. But I don't know what the point difference is for them. 220 million in the Omega D9 at D9. Okay. $8 million per node, and 6 million. So they're getting extra 2 million per node. But there's the reward bonuses that they aren't getting because they're losing 2 tiers. They're losing these 2, right? The extra bonus points. Omega D9 is doing 126 nodes. D10 is like 100 million more than normal D9 because you can get to hit 73%. So you don't get the 85% bonus. So they're trading. They are getting more points, but they're trading it, right? They're getting this instead of getting G20. Why are the rewards less for more percent? Where were you looking? Were you looking at D10? So it's all additive. You get this reward at 10, which is the same. You get this reward at 50, and then this is all cumulative, right? And by the end, it's the same, both difficulties. So you go from 85. This is added on. Yeah, it adds on. Yeah, they basically launched a raid that extended into the raid season, and then they did 9 sims or whatever, and they get all their percent bonus from the last season re-raids. Yeah, that makes sense. $8 million versus 6 million. I mean, that helps. The 768 million I got. Yeah, we got a lot of points for completing this, right? We got the 300 million and the 672 million, so that never makes up the points difference of D10. Never ever. Oh, those are D10 point drops? Oh, interesting. That even says D9. Oh, so you think it's broken. Interesting. Oh, you know. Okay. Which is, we've gotten those same points the entire time. Oh, you did? Okay. I think I read it, but I didn't. I was doing other things at the same time. I'll go thumbs up some stuff. So yeah, they're doing weird things here, for sure. And we were like confused too. We didn't know what to think of it all, because uh, we weren't sure of what was better points or what wasn't, because it's not very clear, right? this is like a secondary number that really it doesn't mean a lot. It just why they make it so convoluted. Like you spreadsheet everything perfect, and they didn't give us this kind of information. I was complaining because like when they first launched this raid, they didn't tell us about the gear part. Like they also didn't tell us if it was going to be gear 20 required, like difficulty 9 originally was. So we didn't know what we were walking into at all. That was my complaint. Because, like, when you do difficulty 9 on the selectable one, it required gear tier 20 on the bonus nodes. But then the bonus nodes became required nodes, and so we're like, well, is it going to be gear tier 20 required or not gear tier 20 required? Like, and they're like, well, it's not bonus nodes anymore, so no, it's not gear tier 20 required. I'm like, well, where does it say that? I'm like, I mean, I can read between the lines a little bit, but like, I just don't, you just don't know what you're walking into. Uh, I don't know. Overall, I think I'm not too upset with these raids. They're whatever. The worst thing is that crossover between D9 and D10 is at 85%. You get slightly more raid season points, but the actual rewards for D10 at 85% is less than D9 at 100%. Yeah, that's a problem. That should not happen. But I guess the good news is that once you jump that difficulty, like, you pretty much are going to jump either way, right? Yeah, as soon as you have 7 people, you switch to D10, which I think we're close. We have a pretty consistent core that spends. I gotta find a new person to replace one of our retirees. He kind of told us today that he wanted to retire, so now I'm on the hunt for somebody. I gotta find somebody that wants to play at this level. It always sucks losing people. It sucks losing good people too. You know, they aren't happy with the game. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy with. I'm okay. I mean, I'm not upset with this raid. I think it's way worse than the Chaos raid, but it's not like terrible, which is the only good thing going on. It's better than what they initially planned. I will say that. I don't want to be too negative on it. I liked Chaos. I don't know. It was chaotic, but we had a pretty good system going on. I love the extra nodes. Yeah, I thought more nodes was more fun. I thought yeah, me too. 100%. More nodes was more fun, logging in every day or like when I do this, I literally don't even open raids for the next day until we reset. It's terrible. Like it feels completely I liked it. Yeah, the flexible routing was nice. The extra I thought the sections that were hard at the time were fun. Like they weren't overly difficult. They had some stuff going on. I thought they were enjoyable. When we had to do the symbiotes into the Thunderbolts nodes, it wasn't bad. When we had to do Spider Society into the Vigilante nodes, it wasn't too terrible. Yeah, then it evolved. You skipped certain sections and you did certain things right. Then you eventually did bosses and things, and even I don't think we ever 100%ed all the boss nodes. We did most of the boss nodes, but we didn't force everybody to do them all. So, but it still kept us in the top 100, and we were pretty happy with it. People just wanted to do more because they got more stuff for it. So they were pretty happy adding on to as they felt comfortable. And the guys that were good about logging in consistently and not wasting energy got extra rewards. So it felt kind of good in that system. Now we had to have this conversation of how do you complete your raid stuff when you can push up the entire lane by yourself, right? Or almost by yourself. And it was actually a conversation that we had 2 days ago. What do you do? And I'm like, well, none of these nodes have rewards, so who cares? But people still have to do events, right? So then it became the conversation of what do you do with these nodes? Because you really just want to push up and tag team them and get them done. All of these other nodes are a waste of time. Right. So we finally came to the decision that we don't care about this raid, right? It's just complete this raid. We don't. It is what it is. But our plan is now to leave the spotlight raid alive and let people, even if they need to just sack this 10 times, they could go sack it 10 times. You know, do their portion of whatever they do in here, and then come sack this. And that's our solution. So at least people are still getting their stuff done. Um, but it's a little more consistent. But overall, it doesn't really feel great because like what are you fighting over in this raid? And that was the conversation that we had to have. Like, what are you really fighting over here? Because there's nothing here, right? You're just getting points. You're not actually doing anything. It's just more about the participation trophy for the events. Which, if I'm being honest, the raid part of the events should just be a participation trophy. Give it to everybody in your alliance. Stop making it an individual objective. It's a crazy thought. Right, exactly, Great Berserker. You're not wrong. But we've had that conversation that, you know, somebody pushes up, but everybody should be working on these. And this is really all that matters, right? These 5 nodes. Clear these 5 nodes so you can finish the objective. Because I did 8 nodes here. I pushed up all these, but I don't care if I do 8 nodes. I just want to help people with this, right? I don't care if I actually do any of those nodes. I can do 0 and I'm happy. I just want to make sure we get 100%, which was kind of the conversation that we had. And that's why we were like, well, let's just make sure everybody's doing their stuff in here. We don't care how you do it. If you want to spam it on the boss node or spam it on the first node, we have guys that come over here, and he's probably already doing it. He's literally spamming on the first node to get his stuff done, and then he'll push up the whatever lane's left. He doesn't care. You know, I just do it on the boss node at the end, whatever. And that's our objective, is this stays alive. So that way everybody can get their stuff done, because there's no rewards. It's like, there's no reason to fight, guys. So who hits the send button doesn't really matter. But I do think that feels worse than like what the Chaos Raid did. The Chaos Raid just felt more individualized. It felt more team-based. It felt more fluid. I just don't understand the change. Unless they thought that logging in twice a day was too hard for people. That's the only thing I could come up with. Logging in twice a day was too much. I still can't believe they haven't changed this, though. Like, why are we still getting these rewards? They did finally put shop credits here, which is a little better, but it's still basically nothing. What is this? 1 orb? 2 orbs? 3 orbs? 4? 5? You get 6 orbs every 2 weeks? Yikes. So free-to-play gets 6 shop credit orbs every 2 weeks. Right, it's so bad. Like, why has this not been reworked into something meaningful? Especially for free to play, like... Oh, okay. Like, and I totally get this orb. Like, this orb should feel valuable to people that are catching up, right? The Versus orb, these 2 orbs. Why do they only get 6 every 2 weeks? What's in this orb again? Let's open one. How many shards do you get? Why is that a purple drop? You get 15 shards and you get to open this 6 times every 2 weeks? That seems terrible. Also, I don't understand why Hercules is purple. Let's open another. So they're basically saying that the premium characters of the teams are purple drops, I guess. I don't know why Gore's blue, but whatever. Because he's older, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. So is there a gold drop in here? Like, is there something that makes me feel like I won? I don't think so. Let's open another. Oh, we got a gold drop. We were wrong. There is a gold drop. So I guess it's a gold drop because he's newer. Look at us go. He's still the same amount of shards. Oh, I guess. I guess because he's technically in the store, so I could see that being. Is he a higher drop rate or anything? I don't think he's higher. I think he's the same. Nope, 3.5. He's the gold drop. Look, guys, I just used all my good RNG on Hood. It's shot now. Don't open anything. It's all gone. Crap. Oh man. Yeah, I don't understand that one. We bought all that stuff. I am gonna be paying attention though. Hood's currently missing from the diamond store completely. So I'm gonna be watching for that guy. If they don't tell us where Hood's going here very soon, that's a problem. So Hood is farmable for shards, but not diamonds. Correct. Um, Hood is available in the character store, and he's in that orb. Hood is diamonds are MIA. Hood's diamonds were in the antimatter store, and they vanished when we converted. Only Franklin came over. I'm not falling for that one. I already refreshed them. I've refreshed them 5 or 6 times now, looking for him. But we figured out that Hood is just flat out missing. So if you look at Cloak, which is a character I need right now, it actually says he's in the Elite store. Hood does not. So you go in here, it says available in the Elite supplies. You go over here, it actually brings him in the Diamond store, which he is there. But if you go look at Hood, does not say that right now. Hood somewhere in here. There's Hood. Hood is not in the Elite store. He's only in supplies. He has a chance to find shards here in supplies, but it's not actually the Elite store. So Hood is MIA, which is very good to know. I'm assuming that we're going to see him this blog because we haven't gotten that announcement for the farmability for this month, which makes sense. It doesn't line up with their whole shop rework thing, which I think is fine. I'm guessing that's what's going on. So I'm not freaking out yet, but I thought maybe since he went MIA, he was available, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Same thing with Helverine and things. Like he's showing up as MIA. Again, same thing. No Elite store call out, but he is farmable. Fantastic Four, I think, are the same thing. Chance to find supplies. Web store, offers to buy. Same thing with Franklin. However, Franklin's got a nasty offer hiding in his. I don't know why Mr. Fantastic doesn't show the offer, but Franklin does. But if you want to buy him, you can buy him for $100. I think I'm good. I'm gonna make sure to not click on that. So, yeah. Well, unless you guys have something that we want to chat about, I think it's about time to call it a night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. We got work tomorrow. I had a lot of fun hanging out tonight. I hope you guys did too. I hope you guys enjoyed the war. It was fun kind of chatting about some of the character reworks that we hoped they were coming. And we'll probably catch you next time. Who we got going on that can we send you off to? Let's send you off to Last Starfighter. He's doing stuff. Looks like he's thinking about CC and things and dailies. That seems like a good place. Hey, you have a good one. It was always good catching up with you, Fat Cat. And if you guys haven't yet, follow the channel. It helps us grow. It helps you guys know when I go live. I'm trying to stream pretty consistently so you guys can see the content too. We'll probably do some more stuff later this week. You guys have a good one. See ya.